All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are underway here. This opening match in our VIP session for WFC Love at First Fight. My name is C.M. Burnham alongside Travis Foulhark, and the action opening up immediately between Drake Gallows and the brand cunning Colt Killbane. Apparently, Mr. Killbane not familiar with some of the antics that Drake Gallows can pull off in the ring, including that steamroller bowling ball style entrance that he likes to introduce himself with, and Killbane immediately taking over on Gallows.
I mean, I didn't even know that either, but on the side note, I didn't know that the power was coming in and out on our electricity here either.
The power? What? What are you talking about?
What do you mean what am I talking about? It was hard to see the greatness of Colt Killbane as he was making his entrance out here. I mean, the lights went out, which I get it. He is somebody that can make you starstruck, but come on. I mean, we got to have at least a spotlight on the kid.
Well, we are broadcasting live here from Locust Grove, Oklahoma, the site of our first Facebook. Oh, wow, what a huge collision there in the middle of the ring.
Lariat sent Colt Killbane down.
Yeah, he was completely unexpecting that. And Gallows now forcing Killbane into the corner, driving the shoulder into that midsection. You know, it's been an interesting story over the past few months as we have seen the separation of Drake Gallows and Sam Stackhouse, the BFFs. And each of them now kind of on their own course, plotting their own course to destiny, and they've been fairly successful for each other along the way there.
Well, it goes to what I said for many, oh, by the way, many months, that you refused to acknowledge that they were never best friends. It was a business agreement that they just came up with a fancy name for their team, and it happened to work for them. But it was all for show, because now, look, they're in singles action now, and oh, look at that.
There's a roll up there, but Killbane immediately grabbing the rope and making sure that he is not counted out of this match. And now immediately back, Killbane back to work on the midsection. And yes, I will refute your belief that Gallows and Stackhouse were not best friends. I believe that they absolutely are still best friends. They're just in kind of a down period between themselves. Every friendship goes through these kind of peaks and valleys. You don't have any friends, so that would explain why you don't know these things. But
well, first and foremost, don't get me confused with yourself now. Second off, I know plenty of people that you wish you knew. Thirdly, Killbane doesn't need friends. He needs wins, and he's been picking up several of those here as of late. So no, I don't want to hear.
I will admit that ever since he dumped Coach Doggins, that Colt Killbane has certainly been on an upward scale movement.
He did not dump Doggins.
He completely dumped Coach Doggins.
He did not. It was a mutual party.
It was the best weight loss thing I've seen, better than any other Weight Watcher system or anything. He dropped like 200, 300, 400 pounds worth of trash off of his back, and it has been nothing but uphill now for Colt Killbane.
Well, first and foremost, you should be the last person that talks about dropping any kind of weight off of their back. Don't ever insult Coach Doggins like that again. Second off, look at Killbane now. He's shining bright right now, and if he picks up a win over Drake Gallows, you know what that's going to mean for his career? You know what that means,
Yeah, he's going to make another step up there. I'm not denying that. I'm saying that he's actually going to be able to do it on his own rather than have some sort of
He's been doing it on his own for a while now. What do you mean now this is going to be his solidification?
So you admit that Coach Doggins had nothing to do with Killbane's success, that he was a non-factor, and that really all he was doing was riding Killbane's coattails.
He was an inspirational leader, as I said numerous times. He could have done wonders for you.
Leg drop there by Gallows, who goes for the pin again, but not going to get a 3 count that way over someone like Killbane. And now Gallows.
Hey, that's That's nasty.
That's Drake Gallows. Bishop Nasty is a different person. He wears a robe.
Stop it right now. Stop. His mouth is filled with germs just like yours is, and now all of a sudden he's going to bite people? That could cause an infection, a measles outbreak, for the Lord's sakes. I hope he has his vaccines.
I'm not sure if Coach Doggins allowed him to do that. But anyway, Drake Gallows with a nice solidly placed drop kick. You know, Gallows, obviously a former Hometown Heroes champion, a former tag team champion here in WFC. The only championship he's never been able to grasp a hold of is that heavyweight championship. And later on tonight, we will see the rematch for the WFC Heavyweight Championship between Puertorico and Malico.
Much more personal than what it was even last month.
Very much so.
Did you see that video from Malico earlier this week?
I try to be very careful when I watch those things, and I was never really in the right frame of mind to turn on and watch it. Those things.
Well, I guess that's the difference.
Out.
That's the difference between you and me. I'm a real broadcast journalist, and you just play one. But if you would have seen that video, you would have seen how creepy, yes indeed, as we see Killbane and Gallows from the top rope superplex, both down. But back to what I was saying about the Malico situation, that video was quite disturbing. Him telling Arrow Kid, who's now referred to as his son, that he's putting another stipulation into this match, as he is referring to this as a who's your daddy matchup.
Yeah, well, I wonder where he got that phrase from. That sounds awfully familiar. But yes, I was aware of the fact that that there is now this new stipulation on the heavyweight title match, that the winner is the man who admits that the other person is the father of Arrow Kid. That's going to be a unique situation here in WFC.
Well, I'm telling you now that Puertorico better come in with his mind straight, because if he is at any point off of his right frame of mind, he's going to lose just like he did last month. And this time, not only will he lose the opportunity to get the title back, but his son in the very same process.
You can see Drake hoisting Killbane up for the emo killer, but Killbane slides down and breaks the eyes, however, unable to take advantage of that situation. As,
hey!
Wow! What the world is going on?
Oh, well. See, Gallows, that's what you get for being overzealous. Killbane goes in for the cover. Referee sees it. It's done!
Your winner, Colt Killbane.
Now let this be a lesson to all you people, including all of you other wrestlers out there. You can't lay your hands on an official, because you will end up flat on your back looking up at the ceiling, much like Drake Gallows is right now.
Well, unfortunately, I cannot disagree with you at all. I was actually certain that as soon as Gallows shoved the referee out of the way that he earned a disqualification, but before he could really call for such a thing, Killbane follows up with the kick into the lower nether regions and then goes for the pin. The referee goes down to count it. 1, 2, 3. Your winner in this opening contest, Colt Killbane. Coming up next, we have a massive 6-man tag team match, as it's going to be members of Space Age Heroes teaming up with the Canadian Red Devil to take on the members of Mr. Durden's Pandemonium Sideshow. This, of course, a long-term situation between Space Age and Durden. It was the Pandemonium Sideshow that broke the hands of all the members of the Space Age Heroes except for Puertorico. And so there's going to be some serious revenge on the minds. And then, of course, it was last month that we saw Draven and the Canadian Red Devil in that one-on-one match. Was supposed to be one-on-one, but
it was one-on-one.
Lurking on the outside, Mr. Durden, who had to make his presence known, and cost CRD that particular match tonight. 3-on-3. Let's see who the better team is as we go to the action here in the ring.
Contest this evening is a tag team match. Making their way to the ring first, accompanied this evening by Dimitri and the team of Elijah Sparks and Gemini, the Space Age Heroes, with their tag team partner, your anti-hero, the Canadian Red Devil. evening by submitting. They are the team Puertorico and the Malico. Durden. Together they are Mr. Durden and W Sideshow.
I don't know about the day of the Locust shit. Got corner on there too. He's waiting for that ball out. Yeah? So sorry, I see him right there. Right there. No, I did.
All right, fans, bell rung. We are underway. Match number 2 in our VIP session.
Also known as Freaks R Us.
And it will be the Pandemonium Sideshow led by Draven this time. Starting out the match against Gemini.
That's pretty much like a fly meaning a swatter.
Well,
let's call it what it is.
there's no denying the sheer power and size of Draven as he easily shoves off Draven with the collar and elbow tie up here. I don't think any member, or really even 2 members, maybe even all 3, could match the power of Draven in that ring here.
Well, let me tell you something about this whole match. This is a rivalry
There's a
renewed.
tag here to Elijah Sparks.
As I was saying before, rudely interrupted. This is a rivalry renewed that took up most of 2017, actually, the Space Age and the Sideshow. Only now CRD decided he didn't want to stick with the Sideshow like he should have because, I mean, let's face it, the devil and a Sideshow kind of go together. Wow, holy moly.
Well,
did you see that?
I did see that, and I saw the tag him, and I really got to worry because the Draven has gone through 2 members of the Sideshow. That leaves CRD, who was not successful.
Draven's gone through 2 members of the Sideshow?
I
think you mean Space Age there.
I do apologize. You've gone through 2 members of Space Age. But now CRD, with the most experience of any member in this match, and he did push Draven to the limit last time. If it were not for the presence of Mr. Durden on the outside, I think it's quite possible that CRD could have won that match. And look at CRD here. This may not be the smartest move.
No, there's nothing smart about it.
Well, drop kick from the Space Age Heroes, sunset flip style, but I think, well, referee says 1. I didn't think he actually got the 1, but the referee saw otherwise.
Well, there was a 1, but the shoulder clearly was up at that point.
And CRD now hoisting Elijah Sparks to fly. Hip toss with Gemini, and now CRD on with a senton.
Wait a minute. Why in the world is the referee counting when
Because CRD is still a legal guy.
I swore he tagged in either Sparks or Gemini.
He never went over to make the tag. He just brought them in to do what they were going to do.
I don't know about that. I think you're making excuses right now for the Space Age people, all because you don't like the Sideshow, which I'll let them know about so that they can come and take a visit
like your
to you.
buddies with Matt Durden. I see you.
I never said I was. I never said I was
go to hide
buddies.
under the table just as clearly as I do.
Hey, Matt Durden is as much of a freak and somebody I want to stay away from as much as possible. But that doesn't mean that I can't inform them when somebody, I won't name names, Burnham, is not doing things properly by calling it in their favor when it is their favor.
Well, at this particular point, CRD has been cornered by all members of the Sideshow, and they have done the smart thing of tagging in and out very quickly to keep CRD isolated, keep him unable from moving. And as I said, CRD really the only guy on his team that has the experience with dealing with Draven. And now look at this. While Draven pulls the attention of the referee from behind, literally right behind the referee's back. Durden and Samedi choking out CRD.
I'll tell you what, this six-man match that we have here is a treat indeed for our VIP fans. But then also coming up later on tonight, we've got the open challenge from the HTH champion himself, JD.
Actually, that'll be right after this, yes. We've got the open challenge match. JD, a fighting champion. Say what you will about him, and I know that you have your feelings about him, and I have mine. But you cannot deny the fact last month he took on 5 separate opponents, walked out still the champion.
By the skin of his teeth,
Tonight he opens up the locker room. Anybody from the locker room can come out and take that challenge, and I wonder who it will be.
It'll be interesting to see there as Matt Durden now is the legal man in with Elijah Sparks. And look at that, just not as easily as Draven did, but still light enough to where we saw Durden just throw Sparks around.
Durden throwing Sparks around. Sparks, unfortunately, suffered a knee injury last week in Tahlequah, and I got to wonder how that. I talked to him before the show. He said the knee was a lot better, but that a lot better doesn't mean that it's 100%. And I got to wonder if Durden is aware of that knee injury, and if he is, why he has not chosen to go after that.
And your guess would be as good as mine here. CRD right now not doing his team any favors.
That's
right
true.
Now.
Very true. Now look at Durden wrapping the brace around the wrist of.
Those are suspenders, not a brace.
They're called braces in Europe.
Well, we're not in Europe. We're in America. Call them suspenders. That's what they are.
Samedi with a straight right hand. I'll call that what it is. Knocking Sparks down.
We don't get to see much of Samedi in in-ring competition, much more than
it's been a while. That's true.
But don't take anything away from this guy. He's definitely just as dangerous of a sideshow as Draven has been.
He's almost like a hidden weapon for the sideshow. They bring him in there only when they want to really unleash some really devastating blows. And
look
of
at
course,
this.
Of course, Samedi also with that voodoo background, that mysterious practitioner of those black magic arts that we don't know anything about. Ever since the beginning of his career, he's utilized a lot of strange mystic type of things to bring people under his power, his sway, and that could well come into play here tonight as well. Oh, big body slam by Samedi, who then drops the leg right across the face of Elijah Sparks. Goes for the pin, but the CRD.
Oh, hey! Get him out of there. Now, see again, that's what I'm saying. CRD not paying dividends for his team there, causing the distraction from the referee. And now look at this. Samedi right back on top after Durden had come in.
Oh, good kick, intercepted there. It's Samedi by Sparks.
We all thought for a second that Samedi had been caught, but really he's the one that caught us off guard.
Well, now Sparks has to make his way over to his corner.
Oh, but look at that.
He's almost there, but Samedi grabbing that leg.
No.
He makes the tag. Here comes the Devil. Devil rocking Samedi. Couple of big shots there.
Oh, ducks under
the clothesline. Samedi.
Side kick there. Shades of Hall of Famer Booker T.
Samedi down with the cover and gets 2 out of it.
Man, that big man Draven there's just looking and itching to get right back in. And he gets in, gets his hands on the Devil. This could be over rather quickly.
Another Seguri there, by CRD, who makes the tag. Here comes Gemini.
Gemini, arguably one of the fastest members of Space Age. Don't know why he wants to align himself with people that think they're from outer space, but whatever.
Because he's from Planet 9. He's from outer space himself.
He's not from outer space.
He's the only one of this trifecta who claims to be from outer space because he is from outer space.
No, Gemini is a constellation in the sky that is, I'm just saying, it's not a place.
On his bio, it says he is from Planet 9.
Who wrote that bio for him on Oklafan.com, I wonder?
I took the information from him.
Is that what you did? Me. I didn't think he talked to losers like you.
Well, you thought wrong, sir. Gemini right now, though, not exactly in the winning position, as he has now found himself the same way that CRD was, trapped in the corner as Mr. Durden, maniacal Matt Durden, working all over the masked superstar.
You know something that just came to my mind that I want you to think about for a second?
No, I can't imagine.
How do you think Mini Gem over here feels being the lone kid representative in his Space Age force? You think he misses Arrow Kid?
I'm sure he does, and hopefully that will be remedied tonight.
I mean,
we'll see in that Who's Your Daddy match later on for the WFC Championship.
Do not hold your breath, because I'm telling you, you're going to be, well, in a bad way if you do.
Here comes CRD and Samedi back in against each other. Nice sit-down drop kick there by CRD, who ducks underneath another one. Picks up and drops him down on the shin. Going to tie him up maybe for the sharpshooter here.
Oh, he's sharpshooter. Is that what he's wanting to try here?
Well, no, he's going for the figure four.
Well, that seems like that's just a complete diss towards his
Wow.
whole country.
Well, that is a switch up there. I was not expecting that, and CRD having a little trouble getting that hooked in. You can see he's not accustomed to applying this move.
That's because he's Canadian.
CRD with the figure four in the middle of the ring. Is Samedi going to have
wait,
to tap out?
incoming!
Oh, no!
And that's what having the big Draven does for you.
400 plus pounds of Draven dropping down on CRD, who fortunately is able to make the tag to Gemini. But is Samedi still legal for his team?
Yes, Samedi's still legal.
He's not looking like he's in the best condition.
Well, I mean, he just was in a figure four. Of course not. Oh,
look at that. Oh, wow.
Great.
Look at Samedi just suckering Gemini in there.
He did. He suckered him there. He tried for a running knee, but got caught with a Samedi knee. But now look at this. Gemini's trying to rally back.
Oh, monkey flip there by Gemini. Catapulting Samedi, but he catapulted him into his own corner.
Yeah, that wasn't smart.
That's not the smartest move there. Is Durden.
Nice Uranagi by Durden there.
Puts down Gemini. Is this going to be it?
And it is.
Your winners, Mr. Durden, Pandemonium, Sideshow.
Oh, but look at this. It's not over yet.
Well, once again, as we saw the last time we saw all the members of the Sideshow in active competition, there. Oh, look out! Look out for Durden. Durden's got Elijah Sparks. Oh! Oh! Break in again.
Oh, he's going to do it again.
Fingers.
Wait. Look at this. Look at the chalice. They're going to break the hand of Sparks. If it isn't already got fingers broke on his left hand, I believe is what it was. Maybe his right as well. But they are looking to completely cripple Sparks right now.
Sparks already with a bad knee. Now, once again, finding himself crippled in the hands. He's got to have at least one hand broken, if not two. Look at Durden, 2 thumbs up, as if Sparks can't do that.
I mean, he probably can't.
Durden,
he has a point there, don't you think?
Spark,
a point, get it? Because your pointer finger.
You have no sympathy at all, do you?
Well, I'm not saying that it doesn't hurt. I was just making a point.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Don't hate. I'm just bringing up facts here.
No, you stick to what you do. I'll take care of the facts. Thank you very much. Well,
No.
fans, we opened up with a big one-on-one match with Drake Gallows and Colt Killbane. It was
who won that?
It was Colt Killbane.
That's
I was
right.
into that. Definitely a back and forth type of match between the two of them. Killbane able to pull the victory out. Now we've seen 6-man tag team action and Mr. Durden Sideshow once again victorious. Up next, the big HTH Open Challenge. JD going to come out here, going to open it up to the entire locker room. Somebody in that locker room is going to answer JD's call for the Hometown Heroes Championship. Who do you think it's going to be?
I honestly have no idea who in the world is going to answer this challenge because honestly, JD, he's put out there for everybody to have a shot at his HTH title. We've seen this pay off for some people, but for the most part, it has been a detriment to most champions that go this route. Good luck, I guess.
Well, I guess we're going to find out right now because here comes the champ.
this all night. So for one time, let's hear it. Gabby, Gabby, Gabby. It's little boys and girls like this that inspire me to come out here and do what we do in this ring. Hey. Not gonna cry tonight, I promise, okay? But doing this for girls like Gabby makes me want to be the best champion I can be. You already are! Well, thank you. Which is why I issued an open challenge, because I want to face anyone and everyone who wants a shot at this, at my Hometown Heroes Championship. So, let's find out who it is.
The contender, let's go listen to the top.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the WFC Hometown Heroes Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. He hails from Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is Tommy D. And introducing now, his opponent. He hails from Brothas, Oklahoma. He is your reigning and defending WFC Hometown Heroes Champion, Everyday Man, JD.
Well, this should be quite an interesting match altogether, considering that these two men have seen eye to eye in the war against the villains here in WFC on multiple occasions. But you know what else? Tommy was one of the participants in last month's five-way scramble match for the HGH title as well. So this is the second month in a row that Tommy is going for the title.
I think it's very, very clear that Tommy Dean has his eyes set on becoming Hometown Heroes champion one way or another before the end of 2019. And honestly, I could see that being accomplished. But Tommy Dean has always had all... Oh, look out!
Oh, wait a minute!
Perhaps he's going to go for the JDKO immediately. And switch around there into the headlock by JD. Shove off by Tommy. Shoulder tackle, down goes Dean. But Dean nips right back up. And just brushes that off.
And just gets a round of applause from JD.
Yep.
Saying, do it again.
JD recognizes the fight and desire in this kid. And ever since Tommy Dean has stepped foot here in the WFC, that's all he's been about. He wants to prove himself. He wants to show.
There you go. Okay, so now we see some old STF tactics by JD there.
Oh, man, what that chop lifting Tommy Dean right off of his feet. Duck one there and another chop by Tommy Dean.
I miss those JDs. You know, the one that was originally with the cartel?
I remember.
Oh, look at that. Almost sent Tommy Dean to the outside. Tommy holding on.
Nice duck underneath there, but didn't duck that chop. And down goes Dean on the apron of the ring.
Put some spit on it. He's looking to throw Tommy Dean. Look at that chest.
Yeah, the chest already lit up from the chops of JD. JD's a big country-fed boy.
Absolutely, straight from Claremore, Oklahoma. That's all they do feed them is corn and cornbread.
That's right. Back and forth now, chops on the outside by Dean and JD. And you look at Dean, he's like, come on, give it to me. I'll take every bit that you got.
Yeah,
I'll keep firing back.
I don't know if that's smart, though, because look at it's barely phasing JD.
Look at JD, he's like, time out, okay? Just give me a moment. What's going on here now?
Oh.
Selfie time?
Well, okay.
All right. And now back to the chops.
Well, when you come to WFC, you never know what you're going to get. A lot of fan interaction for certain there, especially ones that just take your phone.
Oh, look at that. JD chopping the foot. Tommy Dean getting the foot up to block the chop, I guess. Oh, wow. Straight to the...
That's a thigh.
The thigh.
Mm-hmm.
That was unique.
It's also called your quadricep.
And again, Tommy Dean rolling to the outside, going to try to shake that one out. Here comes JD charging him, but nice knee lift there by Tommy Dean. Oh, wow. A leaping double stomp brings JD all the way to the outside.
Can you imagine how this will feel for Tommy Dean if he can actually pick up the victory here tonight? What an upset that would be.
It would be the greatest accomplishment in Tommy Dean's career.
Oh, no, he got caught.
Oh, it's swept underneath there. Planting face first on the outside of the ring apron.
Hardest part of that ring, we say it numerous times when we see spots like that take place where you see a man go face first, back first, and look at this measuring.
Oh, wow. Oh, a face wash on the outside.
I honestly thought for a second that Tommy had barely dodged it, and I honestly thought JD's foot got the worst of it, but no.
No, I can see on the look on Tommy's eyes as it rolled towards the camera side here, and those eyes were basically crossed. The JD connected and connected quite well.
Were they John crossed?
Wow. I don't even know what to say to that.
I know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here all week, twice on Sundays.
JD now rolling back with Tommy Dean in the ring, hooks the leg, but only able to get a 2 count. And again, that's been the story of Tommy Dean's career the whole time here. He fights, he just does not give up until he has nothing left to give.
No, he doesn't give up, he just loses. Is that not what happens? Let's be honest about this. Come on, Burnham, I know it's going to pain you to say it. Oh, wait, hold on. This may prove my point.
Nope, see, Tommy Dean continuing to fight.
But how many times has he won when it matters?
It's true that his losses outnumber the wins.
I mean,
that doesn't make him a loser, because I know that's what you want me to say.
Because you're just beating around the bush.
He's not a loser.
You're beating around it. You know for a fact that makes him a loser.
No.
Well, if you're not winning, what are you doing?
You're working towards winning.
No, stop trying to play off to all these different snowflakes out here that want to be like, oh, I get a participation award. Oh, how about a ribbon for your good try, buddy? Nice try. No, he loses. You get winners, you get losers. Which one did Tommy Dean fit in this category? Losing. That makes him a loser.
You know this is going to backfire, because sometime later on tonight, a guy that you support is going to be on the non-winning side, and then you're going to have to admit he's a loser. But
I don't have to admit nothing.
You won't do it.
That's because I don't have to do anything.
Oh, frog splash by Tommy Dean. But Dean unable to follow up immediately with the cover. Now the roll, JD back over, hooks the near side leg. But that difference of time, that 2 or 3 seconds worth of time, and the extra effort to roll JD over, that may have cost him the match right there.
I mean, you were saying that Tommy wasn't capitalizing and following up when he actually did exactly what he said, or what you said he was supposed to do. But like you said, there was just a little bit of time there that JD was able to recover, stomping on the foot there, and a running knee strike to the forehead.
Dean now off the ropes, but JD from behind.
Oh, he caught him!
Again, caught him running straight in, holds back, hooks the leg again, and still can't keep him down.
What a match right now. Both individuals putting on the fight of their lives right now. JD wanted competition. Tommy Dean answered the open challenge. And like I said, this could be the wrong move for JD. This could cost him his title.
Here comes Tommy charging in.
Oh, look, let's receipt.
Another backward there from JD. A receipt, you're right. Now JD runs in, meets the leg, but is able to grab hold of it. Tommy forced to spin around. Going for the JD Crusher, nothing there. Hoist up and flapjack.
One-man style.
And now is Tommy.
Oh, no way, no way!
God! German suplex by Tommy Dean. The sheer physical effort of picking up JD and still not able to keep him down.
Tommy's definitely trying to figure out what else I can do to keep JD down and claim the Hometown Heroes Championship, to which none of his efforts have provided the win. Now he just looks almost paintbrushing with his foot and his knees there. Oh, now look at that, pulling down the knee pad.
We're going to fully expose the knee here to make sure that the full effects of these knees.
Oh! I felt that full lariat.
There goes Tommy Dean's head into the third row, but Dean's still in this match.
Burnham, I don't know if you can count. There's only 2 rows. I'm just saying. I know, you're speechless now. Here, don't mind. Don't mind. Let me take care of this one here. Tommy Dean getting back to his knees here as JD gets to his feet first. See, I can do this all by myself. I was saying this before we even came on, and I can do it 10 times better.
Let's not subject the viewers to that, shall we? Spin kick there by Tommy Dean.
Oh, he's got JD waddled here.
He does indeed. He's got a fall. Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. That's using your head.
That's true. Headbutt right into the upper chest area. JD over with the pin. And Dean again. 2.5. And that was not exactly a strong shoulder up.
It was strong enough to get up.
It wasn't strong enough to get up, but I think that Tommy Dean, unfortunately, may be on the last vestiges of the gas.
Why don't you just say he's on the last bit in the gas tank?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Glad I can help you do what you can.
Look out. Tommy going to try to pick up Jay. Nope. Take him over, but can he pull him down for
Oh, look at that. Just sit down.
Hooks the leg. Dean flips over there. 1, 2, get. Oh.
Near falls from both men. And a running European uppercut there. Oh, okay. Saying hit me there, says JD.
Hit me!
Well, you get what you asked for.
Well, he said thank you.
And he missed his uppercut himself.
Yeah, I don't know why you would have thought Tommy would have just stayed there.
Now JD reversing. Tommy Dean flips over though. Hoists him up. Here comes JD.
Got
it!
it!
JD KO.
Cover in. That's over.
Your winner and still hometown hero champion, JD.
Well, I'm sure you'll call it a loss for Tommy Dean.
Well, what do you else going to call it?
But I see it as a battle between two men, each of whom gave everything that they had. And just in this particular instance, JD had more to give than Tommy Dean does.
Which means what?
That JD walks away as the Hometown Heroes champion.
Which makes him what of the match? The winner.
Yes.
And what does that make Tommy Dean?
I am not going to call him that.
I don't get why you ain't just calling facts. Here, I'll do it for you. The winner is JD. The loser still is Tommy Dean.
Well, why is JD then standing and applauding the loser?
I mean, I guess sportsmanship or something.
I think so. I think JD recognizes that Tommy Dean gave everything that he had here.
That's fine, but that doesn't make him any less of a loser. You have a winner and you have a loser. It's not like you had two winners there. But I'm sure you'll spin this as some big block of point of view for Tommy Dean. Here, don't walk away with your head held down because you lost. You're still not a champion.
That's right. Don't walk down.
You're still not a champion.
You're
still not a champion. But I'll tell you who is going to walk away right now as your Hometown Heroes champion, and that's that man. Calls himself the Everyday Man. That's JD, still your HTH champion.
Well, JD here, as always, to represent every single one of these fans that show up to help support the fights that we put on for our kids. JD understands exactly what it's like to have children under his care, children that are looking up to him. And JD absolutely thrilled to represent WFC as the Hometown Heroes fans. That brings us to the end of our VIP segment tonight. But at 5 o'clock, we will be bringing up the main show. And what a show we've got to come up here tonight. So join us back there for that particular time as we bring the main show of WFC and the fight for Gabby.
Streaming live.
Take your order, so stop on by right now. All right, wrestling fans, the time is now 5 o'clock. And you know that means it's time once again for another skull-crushing WFC event. I am Pandemonium, the guy in the bow tie, your host for the evening, and as always, your personal connection to all the high-flying, hard-hitting action you will see in this very ring tonight, where you will see wrestling for a cause, put up the fight of our lives for Gabby! Man, you know, I love being here amongst all you fantastic wrestling fans, packing out these arenas every single time we fight for great kids like Gabby. Give yourself a round of applause. All right, if you will please do me the honor of joining me in standing for the playing of our national anthem. You may be thinking, thank you so much. And I know, I hear all the time people tell me that heroes don't exist. But what I find here at WFC more often is that heroes come in all shapes and sizes. And whether you are tall or small, you're a hero because no kid fights alone here at WFC. And there's Gabby right there, a real-life hero. Right here. In our very presence, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for our big damn heroes!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are WFC.
All right, and remember, we've got the raffle going on right over here. Oh boy, I see a video.
That's what Big Stevie needs. That's what WFC needs. A monster. I'll look over here. Well, wait a minute. This is a classroom. Definitely full of monsters, but not the kind I'm looking for. What do we got over here? No, not in there. Definitely not in there. This is promising.
Down in there. Crazy. It's crazy. But they can't find nobody.
Was it you, Burnham?
I want nothing to do with their team.
That's not how the champion should be respected.
Out of 5 to bring our property out here. 1, 2,
They're giving them 5 seconds to try.
4,
Somebody better answer this call.
5. Don't. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna come back there.
Wait a minute.
I hear the ring. I hear the ring of the bell. Who's got that?
Well, that's
I don't know.
that's the signal for tea time.
Yeah,
usually.
but I mean, well, whoever's got the tea is obviously.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? He can't be here.
He can't be
He
here.
can't be here.
Sit down, Burnham.
No.
This is joyous.
They lost. He lost his career. What is Richard Pierce and Gary Poppins doing back? I mean, Gary Poppins can come and go as he wants to, but Richard Pierce lost his career.
And you're losing your mind. Sit down.
Explain this to me, Travis.
Well, as a matter of fact, Stryker came back in his loophole, and there was a loophole here to bring Richard Pierce back.
A loophole to bring. What loophole? There is no loophole to bring Richard Pierce back.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't concern you. It's not your loop to go through in that hole, okay? You don't need to worry about that.
No, there's no way. Stryker cannot possibly let this stand.
He can, though.
I've been instructed to tell you that accompanying London Calling tonight, the Colonial Casanova, Richard Pierce.
Yes! Yes! And I love it. The Colonial Casanova. How you doing, man?
It's good to see you.
It's great seeing you.
Good to see you.
Now,
You don't
waste your
belong
time.
here. You don't belong here. You lost your career. You shouldn't be here.
I didn't lose anything. I always find a way.
Let's see. Hey, wait a minute. I recognize that.
Well, you should. I mean, if you read a format, if you see look at the
Oh!
advertised matches, you know tonight making their debut for WFC, it's the Step Brothers. Tigo and Jermaine have come to join the cause.
It's not Jermaine, it's
I said
Jermaine.
Jermaine.
It's Jermaine.
Jermaine, right there.
Oh, wait,
Yes,
he's got a mic.
Well, of course he's got a mic, because you know what Jermaine does.
Oh, I mean, I know what he does. You know what he does.
That's true.
Tonight we getting down, fighting for Gabby. We gonna beat these fools up and make y'all happy. I think we're winning gold. That's what we finna do. You look at these clowns and they come through, so everybody know it. And you can start prepping if they got a problem with this. You can get to step.
Get the step in, Pierce. Just get the step in.
Would you stop? Stop it.
He's telling him what to do.
Face, no, you need to.
Fight for you, say Gabby, fight for.
Gabby.
Fight for.
Gabby.
I said fight for you, say Gabby, fight for. Fight for.
First off, you need to stop complaining about Richard Pierce being here. He
has
deserves
no-
to be here.
No, he does not.
He does, though.
Not at all.
He's back in WFC. I couldn't be happier to see him. He's a wonderful human being.
Well, you two can go off and have some post-show dinner and a little canoodles or whatever it is you're gonna do.
Well, as a matter of fact, I mean, I can't tell you you weren't supposed to know nor invited. But anyways, I do remember that it was advertised for a three-way here. And here comes the third and final team. A unique pairing that was built off of, I guess, mutual respect last month.
That's true. Last month there was a triple threat match with Dimitri Alexandrov, Andy Dalton, and Wesley Crane. Crane exiting WFC, at least for the time being, taking some time away. But Alexandrov and Dalton found that in the midst of combat, they had some mutual respect and looking to form a new tag team here to challenge for the titles. And they got that opportunity. They went straight to two-striker, asking for that chance. They got that chance, but they're going to have to take on 2 other teams to walk out of here with the tag team championship. And
so what? Hold on. What do we call this team?
I'm still working on that.
Dirty Bears?
Our opening contest this evening is a triple threat tag team match, and it is scheduled for one fall. It is for the WFC Tag Team Championships. Introducing the first pair of challengers. They are the team of Jermaine and Tina. Together, they are the Brothas. And introducing now the second set of challengers. They are the team of Dirty Andy, Dalton, and introducing now the third and final set of combatants. They are your reigning and defending WFC Tag Team Champions.
Pinkies up. The reigning and defending WFC Tag Team Champions with the returning Colonial Casanova. I'm talking about Sir Richard Pierce, Burnham's favorite man.
I never thought I'd see Richard Pierce in the WFC arena again.
Oh, well,
And I
if
was
you look
perfectly
right there he is.
Yes, I'm very aware of that, Travis. Thank you very much.
And you know what? We don't necessarily have an official team title, but you know what? I'm going with it. Andy Dalton, Dimitri Alexandrov. Ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing the debut of the Dirty Bears.
Well, it works for me.
Don't you ever forget to not announce Gary again.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
See, already Tuck getting on his bad side. He's only been back for 5 minutes.
Like Pierce has a good side.
I mean, he has every great side.
All right, well, Jermaine walking in here has looked like it was going to be Dimitri and Richie starting out. Oh, we got a dance party coming up. We know that the Step Brothers, they love to dance.
Yeah, you and I have seen them dance numerous times in different feds, but okay, they're getting Andy in on this.
And yep.
We gonna need you to hit that floor.
Are you?
That's it. There you go.
Well, I'm hoping that this isn't gonna cause some problems later on. Well, okay, in all seriousness here, London Calling, like myself, is wondering why is this taking place during the match?
It's because you have no ability to have fun. The Step Brothers here, obviously to have some fun. Dalton and Alexandrov here having some fun as well. But Adams and
oh, whoa, wait a minute. Look at Andy. Dalton.
Hey. He's a dirty dancer. Oh, look at that.
You are officially done.
Look at Tigo.
Oh, okay. This is going to be interesting.
It's going to be good.
This. Oh, now
they're inviting. I mean, why can't London Calling just go in there and then,
Because they're the champions. Why should they?
Look. Now what's Richard Pierce doing here?
Well, you said this was a party, right?
Yeah, well.
You can't spell party.
Yeah, you can't spell a party without the party pooper.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, I'll give.
Well, you can't spell party without P, just like you can't spell Pierce without a P, too. So, I mean.
Nah, I mean, I'll give it to.
Okay, finally.
Oh, from behind, here comes London Calling.
Finally, we get this stupid dance party over with. But by the way, I think the winners of that dance party was definitely Poppins and Pierce.
London Calling now. Going to work on the Step Brothers. Irish Whip reversed there by Fuego and Jermaine. There. All up here. Lefts and rights to Adams and Hagen.
Oh, they're flossing.
They're flossing. You can't be too hygienic.
They're feeling a bit flossy tonight. Anyway, if we can get some order restored here, referee should be doing his job.
There goes Hagen throwing Tigo out of the ring. Adams doing the same to Jermaine. London Calling now standing tall in the ring. Although it looks like Hagen going to make his way out. And here come the Dirty Bears, as we have christened them.
Well, now they're just trading shots.
Yeah, looks like Richie Adams not in the best position.
Well, this just isn't fair. Why is the referee not restoring
There are no
order?
disqualifications in a triple threat match.
This is a tag team triple threat, though.
Well, Richie just tagged the mat with his face, so
that's
all right. Now, Alexandrov and Adams,
finally,
the representative members for their teams. Beal throw there by Alexandrov as Adams on the receiving end of a big forearm.
Well, finally, we've got some type of order restored here.
And another one, throwing Adams over to the corner.
Now let's make everybody familiar with the rules of this triple threat tag team contest for the WFC tag team titles. 2 men will be in the ring at a time. There will not be any more than 2. Anybody can tag anybody in and out, and it's sudden death. That's the key here. One fall to a finish.
That's true. Whoever gets that first pinfall or submission walks away as the WFC tag team champions. So there's not really a champion's advantage in this situation. There's no disqualifications. There's no countouts.
Oh, wow. Richie was trying to, I guess, block that out.
Oh, man, huge senton there by Dalton.
Well, that's what you get when you try and halt the offense of Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton bringing that second-generation offense in. Son of the late Frank Dalton, a legendary competitor in the 19th. What is Dalton doing?
Did he just lick his shoe?
Licked his own boot. He just licked his own boot. I mean, no! And...
oh, and I think I saw a tooth go flying for a second.
Either that or a big loogie. I mean, Dalton is, he lives up to his nickname.
That's true.
And big clothesline there by Adams.
That was actually not a clothesline. That was a European uppercut straight from London itself.
How can it be from London? He is from Nashua, New Hampshire.
No, he is not from New Hampshire.
Yes, he is.
No, he is from New England.
Well, that's still America.
No,
that's
it is
London.
not. No, it is not. New England is actually a subpart of the London, England area, okay? Now that we've got that cleared up. And besides that, you're looking at Sir Richie Adams there, by the way.
Yes, Sir Richie Adams, Esquire. I'm very aware.
That's right. You can't be a Sir Esquire unless you are a resident of London itself.
I really, really want to see this rule book that you're pulling this stuff from, because I'm not at all aware of these restrictions on things.
Well, you know, I would show it to you, but I've been sworn to secrecy by Her Majesty.
Of course. Oh, Your Majesty, yes. It was revealed last month that apparently London Calling has some sort of connection to Her Royal Majesty, or at least a vague representation thereof.
There ain't nothing vague about it. Her Majesty's honors was dubbed upon London Calling. Matter of fact, I bet it was Her Majesty that brought Richard Pierce back.
Well, that's why America doesn't have a queen.
Well, technically, London is actually ruled by not a queen. It is no longer a monarch.
All I said is they have. I didn't say rule. I said have one.
Well, I mean, some people would argue that point, but that's for another story.
A European forearm there by Richie Adams. But it keeps Dalton down only for 2.
I've been very intrigued to see how Andy Dalton and Dimitri were going to tag. This being only the second time that Andy Dalton has been here in the WFC. And this is the debut for the tag team of the Step Brothers.
Yes, it is indeed. But of course, all of these individuals very well schooled and very well experienced around the southern regions of the United States, mainstays in Texas.
And you hear the WFC faithful trying to rally behind Dalton here.
Andy Dalton making a very immediate impression and a very favorable one as well in his debut last month in Canadian Oklahoma. And Dalton now.
Oh, wow, nice headbutt there.
Yeah, that's Adams using his head in a way that I usually don't see.
That's straight from the Wales rugby team there.
Okay, I'll give you that. And now the tag in.
Speaking of a rugby.
Dutch Hagen. Yeah, you want to talk about a soccer goon. That's the look on Dutch Hagen's face.
Well, first off, rugby and soccer are two different sports.
Yeah, but they don't call them rugby goons.
Well, they don't call them goons, period. I don't understand.
They do. Oh, they do, sir.
I hope you are well aware of that
Oh,
yourself.
look at that blind tag there by Richie Adams. Andy Dalton on the receiving end of another European uppercut.
Now cover in there. I can do it right now.
And again, only good enough for two. And while London Calling and the Dirty Bears obviously engaged in this match, you got to think that the Step Brothers looking for an opportunity to bring one of themselves into this match as well, because you can't win the match if you're stuck on the outside. And both members of the Step Brothers out there right now.
That is great observation, Burnham. No wonder they pay you the $0.
Oh, big knee drop, but nobody home.
Captain Obvious was at it again, ladies and gentlemen, as we now see Andy Dalton is trying to get over to his Dirty Bears partner.
Dalton has taken quite a bit of punishment.
Oh,
but Hagen not going to allow that tag.
No, sir, not today.
But Dalton up, and Dalton with an Inseguri puts down Dirty Dutch.
Oh, look at this dilemma, though.
Well, I mean, he can't.
Okay.
He's got to get himself out of the match. He's taking a lot of abuse, so tagging in Tigo.
That could come back to haunt them,
it
though.
Very well might.
Oh, look at that. You see Tigo is daring Richie Adams. And a hard forearm shot.
Tigo taking on both members of London Calling at the same time here. Just about shoves Adams into referee Jesse Beeler. Tag to Jermaine.
Great tag team continuity here. This team has worked together for some time.
So many years off and on, but they are back on right now.
Double flapjack there, I should say.
And look at Hagen rolling to the outside. No countouts here, but this is truly almost like a timeout on the part of London Calling.
There is timeouts, or we refer to it as a special time. No, not a special time. It's about that time.
Look at Hagen signaling for the timeout.
No, he's not signaling for the timeout.
Okay. So fine.
It's a different kind of T word.
Oh, yeah, we know.
That's right. It's a T out. It's a sweet T out, as a matter of fact. Here we are. Yes.
What? And Pearson
was
saying no.
The T is for guests. What are you talking about? T is for guests.
T is for guests. Okay. Well, hey, this is not right.
Well, a head-to-head meeting there.
This T is for guests. This T is for guests.
Yes. Welcome to WFC, fellas.
Oh, pinkies up by the Step Brothers.
Oh, pinkies up indeed. That tea is always the greatest.
Well, that. Okay, well, the tea apparently is for guests.
Is there. Oh, wait a minute. I'm with you now. Okay.
What?
It's none of your concern.
Again, no. Uh-oh.
Wait. Look at this. Look at Jermaine kind of losing balance.
Look at Andy making the blind tag onto Jermaine, and Tigo on the outside here looking like he's about to evacuate everything inside his stomach.
I told you that this was some sweet tea.
No, it's more like some unsweet.
Oh, hey, wait a minute.
More like some unsweet tea.
You might want to have somebody check on them.
While Pierce tries to exhibit concern for the Step Brothers, meanwhile inside, Dalton and
wait, what is this?
Alexandrov.
Look at
doing
this.
some stubble too into a brain buster. That may well be it. We could have new tag team champions right here. But
no, Dimitri wouldn't get out in time.
Come on, referee, turn around. What? What? Pierce smacking Alexandrov in the back with that kendo stick slash flag.
Well, no DQ. It distracted the ref. Oh, but look at this. Got it.
Face down goes Andy Dalton.
Yes.
And London Calling keeps the belts.
Your winner and still WFC Tag Team Champion,
and the Colonial Casanova himself, Sir Richard Pierce, going to his mates, presenting them with their championships, and still your WFC Tag Team Champions. I'm talking about the King, Dutch Hagen, and Sir Richie Adams. London Calling is still your tag team champions. How do you feel about that? Oh, wait a minute. It doesn't matter how you feel about that, because the facts are facts. Richard Pierce is back. London Calling still tag team champions. It's a great day here at WFC.
Well, I don't think it's a great day for Jermaine and Tigo, as they're suffering the effects of whatever was in that tea.
Tea was for guests.
Well, that's great. That's wonderful. But you can see exactly what it seems to have done to the Step Brothers.
I mean, he provided them tea. They were parched.
Once again, Richard Pierce making a surprise return, a return that I still question the validity of.
Of course you do.
And making it very clear.
But when Stryker does it, you don't care.
Making it very clear that his presence is not only necessary, but absolutely vital in order for London Calling to retain the tag team championships.
I don't know what you're talking about that. They retained just fine last month. They retained just fine this month at no DQ.
They might have done something bad.
Oh, really? Oh, really? And you call me Captain Obvious.
Well, I mean, you were just bringing it up earlier. Nevertheless, once again, still, your WFC Tag Team Champions. A sweet tea time is on the way as London Calling retains the Tag Team Championships. Well, it's going to be another day, another time for the Step Brothers and the new tag team, the Dirty Bears. But Burnham, I know that you were absolutely ecstatic to see Sir Richard Pierce back. I was
ecstatic
indeed.
Is not the word, fans. Ecstatic is not the word at all. Well, fans, still your tag team champions, London Calling. Later on tonight, we'll also see the WFC Heavyweight Championship on the line, as it will be Malico versus Puertorico in a massive return match, this time with a very special stipulation, as it is a Who's Your Daddy match, where the winner will be the person who admits that the opponent is the father of Arrow Kid. I can't think of a single match that I've ever heard of in all my wrestling followings that has ever been like this, Travis.
Well, I'm telling you right now, in order for Puertorico to be successful in this matchup here tonight, he is going to have to hold it together. I understand that it's a sensitive topic. I understand that he is worried about his son, Arrow Kid, but the problem with that is if you're too emotional, you take your eye and your thought off of the main goal, which is to not only get your son back, but retain the WFC Championship. And Malico currently won that game last month when he became the WFC champion.
Malico, the master of the mind games, can he use those to advantage tonight in order to keep that championship around his weight? Coming up next, though, a match that has been months in the making, as it will be Riker and Bishop Nasty, former tag team partners, now dreaded enemies, taking on each other. Let's look at this to see the recap of this history of these two feud.
So we go out there and I get the pinfall. I defend those tag belts. So when I realized that I was going to be the ones to have to defend the tag titles again by myself, I decided screw it. And I took his head off. Right. I stood before you last show and I told you I wasn't going to fight you. I wasn't going to hit you back because you was my brother. Now, my ass will strike to go up against you in a match. I'm going to fight you every night. You go toe-to-toe with the reverend of soul. You going to box with the Baptist. All you slap with the sacrifice right. Every night, my brother, the God Let the church say,
Brothers and sisters, the Reverend of Soul.
Well, Bishop Nasty on his way out for a long-standing feud looking to culminate here.
You know, I've known Bishop Nasty basically his entire career. I know he's a very passionate individual. He's a man who lets his feelings really ride on the surface here. But I can't think of any situation that he's been involved in, perhaps short of the conflicts with Tim Rockwell over the WFC championship, that has brought this much emotion out of Bishop Nasty. He feels truly betrayed by Riker. He does not understand why Riker did what he did. And even when Riker addresses the situation, he basically says, I did it because I wanted to do it.
oh, Lord have mercy. Y'all make some noise up in here. Real talk, y'all cut my music. All right. You know, tonight, this show, everybody thinks that this show is about the villains and all this, and it ain't about me, it ain't about Riker. This is the fight for Gabby. Yes. See, real talk, this is her new family. If y'all believe in Sister Gabby, give me an amen. If y'all know that this baby is going to defeat childhood cancer, give me a hallelujah. If y'all love this baby, y'all make some noise up in this church. To us all. I know she gonna beat up on childhood cancer just like I'm gonna beat up on that no demon Riker. Oh yes, she's strong too. She's strong too. Speaking of strong, I wanna talk about my opponent here tonight. You see, good Riker. Shame on him. Yeah, he does. He does, feel me. Let me tell y'all something. You know, I ain't gonna tell y'all nothing because I'm sick and tired of preaching the same sad sermon. I'm tired of talking. Brother Riker, the doors of my church is open. Oh, won't you come to this sanctuary and catch these holy hands?
I think Bishop Nasty makes it really clear right there. He is ready, and he is about to be confronted by the drowned god himself, Riker. And you can look in the ring, and you can see that Bishop Nasty is ready.
This has been a feud that has been months in the making. Nasty's just been patiently waiting for his opportunity to extract his revenge on Riker. But what,
Where is Riker?
yeah, your guess is as good as mine. I know Riker's been looking forward to this match just as much as Nasty
Well,
has.
last month we also saw that Riker did not appear, and instead there was some video imagery shenanigans that cost Nasty his match against Double D.
Now, after all of that, y'all mean to tell me Rock ain't showed up here today?
Well, I agree with Tuck there. I never actually saw him backstage.
You know what? That's right, he is.
Well, he's a drowned god. You won't see him.
You know what? This is exactly what you would expect from Brother Riker and a lot of people in this company. I am sick and tired of this same stuff going on where people think they can do whatever they want to do. They can show up whenever they want to show up. You know what? I know where they get it from. No wonder they think they can do that when our own owner of this company, Tim Rockwell, does it all the time.
Well, you bring the owner's name up, and I have a feeling that we're not going to have to worry about him stepping forward. In fact, villain security member Berryman out, and there he is right there, along with the rest of the villains. The natural-born villain, Tim Rockwell.
Well, I mean, I don't understand why he even brought Tim Rockwell's name up. He had nothing to do with this situation.
Well, he may not have anything to do directly with Riker's situation, but Mr. Nasty has a point.
What do you mean he has a point?
He has a point.
How?
Tim Rockwell is a man who, for pretty much his entire career, has always utilized the rules when and if he chooses to. He comes and goes as he pleases. He and Stryker have had multiple confrontations about the fact that he owns this company, and therefore he believes he can do whatever it is he wants to do and doesn't have to abide by expectations or laws.
He's the one that is the creator of WFC. I don't understand.
That doesn't mean that he's above everything that WFC should stand for.
He never said he was.
He very much says that he can do what he wants to do because he is the owner.
I just think you're reading way too much into that. Nevertheless, the natural-born villain, the leader of the villains, has arrived here.
He has answered the call. And we all know that Tim Rockwell is not one afraid to share his thoughts and words. I think Bishop Nasty may have found himself in a bad, precarious situation here.
Riker twice has no showed you. Oh, he's not a chicken because he knows for a simple fact he doesn't want to ruin his own brother. So you say that the guys like Riker around here, I'm leading them by example? The example started with you, Nasty. Remember the night that I beat you for the WFC championship? And you were a sore loser? Because you thought I played John's music. In reality, I'm gonna admit right now, I did play John's music that night. I did know I was gonna beat you that night. And I did know I was gonna take our friendship and flush it down the toilet. But see, I'm not the only one that's done that to you, Nasty. John has turned on you. Riker, you see the trend here? Maybe it's not the people turning on you, but maybe it's the person they're turning on. You know, you make your cracks, you make your jokes. You're what people call a bully, Nasty. You're a bully. But see, the best thing about school is they teach history. And I don't know if you know this, but 1 year ago, I beat you for the WFC championship and sent you packing for a long time, and then you came back as a bishop. But the funny thing about history is it repeats itself.
No! From behind! Royal and Reed and Berryman all beating up on Nasty. And now Tim Rockwell joining in as well.
Oh, hey,
here
look
comes,
at this.
Here comes Jones. Here comes Maddox Jones. Here comes Steven Cruze. And now when the odds are even, now all of a sudden it seems like the villains don't want to have any part of this. And now the man in charge himself, Stryker.
He had to bring his daddy out.
Maddox Jones, Steven Cruze, all of you, get back in the back.
Yeah, back to back. Go.
Tim Rockwell, you stay with us. You guys all have a match tonight to worry about. Not this. This is not your business. This is your business. You want to try me? You want to start pushing my buttons again? You want to get physical and come out here and jump on Nasty? You know what? I think Nasty's ready. All of y'all go to the back now. You look ready.
He's always ready.
I'm sure he's not ready now that his help is going down. Looks like I got a referee in the ring. So, if it's okay with all these fans, let's just have us a little match right now. You want to get in the ring? What do y'all say? I can't hear you. Bishop Nasty, Bill and Rockwell, right now. Let's ring the bell. Let's go. Mr. Referee, do me a favor. Let's bend the rules a little bit tonight. No DQ, no countouts. Bye-bye.
All right.
I swore I heard 2 times there.
Doesn't matter. No DQ, no count out. And apparently no Bishop Nasty were expecting, or laying where Tim Rockwell expected him to. And now, they used to call them the pimp slaps.
Well, what do you call them now?
I don't know. I call it a come to Jesus situation.
Hallelujah, I guess.
Oh, praise the Lord right there, as Tim Rockwell's going to be needing some Jesus in his life after Bishop Nasty gets done with him. And look at Rockwell trying to slide underneath the ring.
Well, he wasn't trying to slide. He was...
he was. Believe me, I know a slithering snake when I see one.
I mean, it takes one to know one, so I guess that's where you're getting at there. Nasty taking the unfair advantage that was given to him by Stryker to start this matchup.
You call it unfair. It's what the director of operations said. No disqualifications, no countouts.
Well, it's an unfair situation there. Rockwell
it's only unfair because you don't like it because it doesn't put Tim Rockwell in an advantage.
No, it would be anybody that's not at the advantage. I mean, Stryker made a match, an impromptu match. Rockwell wasn't ready for it. Nasty wasn't prepared for Rockwell.
I'm sure Nasty was not prepared for the 3-on-1 beatdown that he got either.
I was actually about to say the same thing, and you rudely interrupted me again for the millionth time this evening. But no, I'm sure that it wasn't something that Nasty prepared for, but he should have given it adequate time for both men to prepare. But even in all the circumstances and all the odds stacked against Tim Rockwell, he has got the advantageous position right now, as he was just wailing away on Nasty.
Yeah, you call it advantageous. I think that left hand may just have turned the tide. There's Nasty about to call Tim Rockwell up to the altar. Saying, this is for you, Gabby. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do to childhood cancer for you. I'm doing it to Tim Rockwell right now. I'm beating it up.
Well, he's setting Rockwell up, and
oh yeah, we're gonna open up. We're gonna make sure that Rockwell has the best opportunity to feel the situation. No! And Rockwell swinging at everything he possibly can with no idea where he is.
Well, there's nothing funny about this. Oh, and a simple poke to the eye solves all the problems right there. And a high knee hits Nasty right on the side of the head. And once again, Rockwell with the advantage in this matchup. And for the first time, we're seeing the action now get in the ring.
Yeah, Rockwell taking the action to the inside, which, to be honest with you, I would have expected him to be the one to drag Nasty to the outside and use that outside ring area to his advantage.
Well, that didn't happen. Instead, it was the exact opposite, so be happy.
All right, Rockwell now stripping off the tape from around his wrists. Again, no disqualifications. And Rockwell quickly over to the referee to remind him, hey,
no rules.
I can do whatever I want.
And he can. He's the owner, so no disqualifications too.
He's the owner.
Well, you said it yourself. I
said that's what he likes to do. I said that's what he would like to do.
Well, it's
and
happening.
Now he's present him with an opportunity where he can. Yes.
Well, congratulations. You called it before I did. That's what makes you a broadcast journalist to a degree. Not a good one, but to a degree.
Nasty now, fighting back lefts and rights. And a rake to the eyes by Tim Rockwell cuts that off. Oh, and just slamming back of his head down on that mat.
Well, I mean, this is where you gotta beat the holiness into him there. I'm sure that Rockwell is just as knowledgeable in the saving industry as Nasty is.
And the WFC faithful have found my new favorite chant for Tim Rockwell.
What are they saying?
They're saying Tiny Tim.
Well, we definitely know that's not a truthful statement.
Oh, how do you know?
He's as tall as Nasty for one.
No, he's not as tall as Nasty.
What are you talking about?
He's not as tall as Nasty.
He's taller than you.
That doesn't matter.
It does, though. They're calling him tiny as if he's small. And if anybody's small, it would be you then. I know it takes a little bit for you to deduct that situation, but it's true.
Nasty with Rockwell with a determined look on his face as again going to the outside, stripping off the t-shirt, wrapping it around the throat. Once again, fans, no disqualifications in this match. Rockwell can do basically anything he wishes to do.
That's right. And you know what? You were right in with it. You wanted that to be the case, and now you got what you wanted. And now, because it's not working for Nasty's advantage like you would have hoped for, now it's going to be a problem.
Did I say it was a problem? I'm just calling it.
I feel like that's what you're getting at. I know you like to insinuate things a lot. It's one of your specialties. Exactly. He shut that Tiny Tim statement up, didn't he?
Oh, Nasty bumping his head on the concrete floor here.
Well, I don't know if that's concrete, but it is hard floor anyway.
1, 2, 3, 5.
And now Nasty again on the receiving end as he rolls into the ring.
V's up.
Rockwell signaling to the crowd, much to their lack of appreciation, as they still are supporting Bishop Nasty through this whole scenario.
Oh, and now Nasty making somewhat of a wherewithal comeback.
I think he's about to go
for the holy roller.
He's about to make an altar call.
Altar call.
Oh, but nobody there.
Oh, I guess he saw it coming, though. He perched himself on the top, but it was stopped right in the middle as we saw Rockwell come out with a right-hand shot, halting the offense of Nasty, and now looks like he could be setting him up for a top rope superplex.
Rockwell definitely positioning Nasty for something vicious here as he mounts up, hooks that head. I think you may be right. Possible superplex coming up here. Nasty trying to fight that off. A couple of shots to the midsection. And then a chop straight to the face, forearms, and another forearm straight across the chin of Tim Rockwell. Now Nasty in the position. Can he pull off the 5-star frog splash? Nope. He's not going to go for that yet.
Yeah,
or maybe
well,
he is.
Just perching
Taking
himself
a lot
up.
of time. Frog splash in the middle of the ring. And he got it.
I have a microphone. They never gave it back. Look at that, dude.
Your
Well, Bishop Nasty with the record, with the win in the record books tonight, but not over the man he wishes that it was against. He defeats Tim Rockwell, but the issue between Nasty and the drowned god Riker still completely unresolved.
Oh, don't worry. Nasty's time will come, and he'll have to answer to the drowned god here soon enough. For this night, though, he can celebrate with a victory in tow.
Now listen to the WFC faithful as once again they show their support for Gabby. That's who we're doing this fight here for tonight. Again, a great victory here for Bishop Nasty over Tim Rockwell, but not the victory he wanted to have. There has got to be a situation, there's got to be a resolution between Riker and Nasty, and it's got to happen soon. We've got to find whatever it is that's keeping Riker from showing up here in WFC and facing Bishop Nasty one-on-one.
It has nothing to do with any kind of issue other than just simply Riker is not going to give in to Nasty. Nasty's going to have to fight Riker on Riker's terms. That's all it comes down to.
Well, be that as that may, fans, we still have plenty of other action yet to come here. Again, that main event match in our main event slot, it will be the WFC champion Malico putting up the title against Puertorico in a Who's Your Daddy match. A first of a kind here for WFC. We've never seen anything like this. But coming up next, a massive triple threat match, as it will be Double D, Sam Stackhouse, and El Fuego del Sol. Three individuals, all with very, very unique styles in the ring. And this is going to be an awesome confrontation between three of the top stars here in WFC.
Yeah, this is going to be, once again, Sam Stackhouse, since breaking away from Drake Gallows, looking to make it on his own. They're looking to prove to each other that they can do it on their own. But this is definitely looking to be Double D's year. I said it at the last show, and I'll say it again. You're going to see amazing things from Double D, and I'm sticking with him in this triple threat matchup.
Well, I got to say that it has indeed been very impressive for Double D so far, but I'm not going to undercut the opportunities that Sam Stackhouse or El Fuego have in this match. Let's go ahead and bring these combatants out here and see which one of them can pull off the victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a triple threat match and it's scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring first, he hails from Denver, Colorado, is the definition of definition, Double D!
And despite what that graphic showed there, it said accompanied by Queen Erica. Erica not coming out with Double D because she's got business of her own to attend to this evening later on.
Yes, it will be later on. Erica and Skylar Slice one-on-one. Two of the, really in many people's opinions, the top two female athletes here, not just in WFC, but really in the entire state, maybe even the entire region, going at it one-on-one here tonight in WFC. Apparently, Erica feels that it's more important for her to get prepared for that match.
It's not just her opinion. It is not just her opinion. It is that of her king as well. Double D is more than capable of handling both these individuals on his own.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. And I know you have a hard time admitting that Double D is all that and then some, as he is abtacular. He is fabulous. But you are going to have to one day just admit it, and especially when he picks up the win here tonight, you, along with everybody else, will have to finally acknowledge that Double D is everything he ever said he was.
I do not deny Double D's physical prowess, but I completely deny the alleged fact, that Double D accomplishes all these things on his own.
Of course you do.
Repeatedly, he has been shown.
It would totally go against your whole argument this entire time.
You're right.
I know it. I know I'm right, because you make up this illusion that he needs her help at all costs.
He does.
He does not.
He has shown again and again that he does.
He has shown again and again he is capable of winning without Erica, and you just refuse to admit it.
Well, again, fans, tonight, triple threat rules, no disqualifications, no countouts.
And making his way to the ring now, number 2. He hails from the Oakland Corral, Texas.
Former WFC Tag Team and Hometown Heroes champion, Sam Stackhouse.
One-man Sam Stack of Pancakes has made his way out here.
The largest man on the WFC roster, and yet he can fly like a cruiserweight when the time is right.
It's true. It is quite amazing to see him do that moonsault from the middle rope, not going to lie. Oh, look at that. He's apparently not got a fan in that guy right there.
Well, that may be one person, but trust me, the rest of these people here, I think, are showing quite clearly that they are 100% on the side of Sam Stackhouse.
Gabby certainly is.
And that's the most important thing.
Well, remember, Double D and Sam Stackhouse have done battles with each other before, and Double D has prevailed in those before as well. This is just going to be another little etch into the success bracket of Double D in his career.
Well, Double D balling up that fist as Sam prepares to enter the ring. And now D quick to exit.
Oh yeah, there's no need to exhort yourself right now.
Exhort yourself?
Exactly, exhort yourself.
No, that's not the word. It's exert.
Why are you trying to correct me right now?
Because you're wrong.
I am not wrong. I may not always be right, but I'm never wrong. And here comes a guy who is just getting acquainted with the WFC universe.
El Fuego del Sol, certainly becoming a regular mainstay here on the WFC roster. A man who possesses charisma and obviously the dance moves like none other. Maybe he should have been out here during that triple threat tag match with the Step Brothers. I think he could have blended in quite well there. We've seen him,
I've seen him groove with the Step Brothers before. But he's going to have to groove a whole other way this time, taking on these other two individuals, Sam Stackhouse and Double D.
And as I said, these are three men who have rather conflicting styles, although the one thing they do all possess in communion is that they all do favor a high-flying maneuver.
Well, hold on. Let's get something straight here. It's more Double D and Fuego that do the high-flying. Sam has one maneuver that he can pull out.
But the one maneuver, if it hits, you're done.
Yeah, I haven't seen that successful of that hit.
Oh, look, Sam's trying to floss. Sam's trying to floss. That poor guy.
And we definitely know who the odd man out is in this one.
The referee?
Ha ha. I am so laughing at your corny joke.
And
hey, that's
Double
smart.
D now hiding behind Sam Stackhouse.
Yeah, utilize the wall when you can. Keeps Del Fuego Sol away from Double D.
I don't think Sam wants to be utilized in any way, shape, or form.
Well, he better utilize himself if he wants to win a match.
Double D now sent to the outside. I guess it's now going to be one-on-one between Stackhouse and Fuego, at least for the time being.
Well, this is definitely a mismatch, just like earlier when we saw Draven and Gemini and Elijah Sparks, and we saw that mismatch and how that turned out, especially for Sparks.
So what you're saying is a big man will defeat a small guy in a mask every time.
I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Okay, just checking this.
He's even showing him up with some grooving and diving there.
Can we get the Step Brothers out here? I mean, it just seems to me like right now that we need a dance party.
No, they were out here earlier.
But that doesn't mean they can't be out again.
Well, yeah, it does, because this isn't their match.
I'm sure Stryker can make that happen.
Oh, yeah, because we know he makes rules for everything, and whenever he wants to on the fly, it's not anything unusual. Thanks, Stryker.
Collar and elbow tie-up. And Sam easily shoving El Fuego off.
This goes to my point. Okay, now this just seems a little pointless.
Well, I think we both understand, because we've seen El Fuego in many types of matches here. He's never going to be the biggest dog in the fight. So he knows he's got to stick and move. He's got to utilize that speed that he has. And he has done so. That's not the smartest thing he could do.
Yeah, that speed didn't do anything for you right now.
And over the top. Oh, hey! Taking out Double D.
Well, I don't know if that was intentional or not. Somewhat of a team effort there. God, can you imagine that if Sam and Fuego ever thought of teaming?
Well, I've seen stranger teams.
Yeah, like the Dirty Bears that we saw earlier.
No, top rope drop kick staggers Sam, but only a stagger does not take him off his feet.
One-man stagger Sam? I just thought I'd throw that out there. It sounded good.
Maybe in your head.
I'll suggest it to him later.
Oh, look, Double D back in the ring. Sweeps behind Fuego. Fuego now with the go behind as well. Sam comes in, tries to clothesline both, misses both of them.
And again,
Sam might need to build up a little more speed here. Oh, no, never mind. Going to pick up Double D.
No.
He slides down the back, shoves Sam, but Fuego underneath the feet. And they're just going to...
Well, eventually somebody's got
no contact wrestling here. Oh, that breaks the hold there.
Breaks the grip from both D and Fuego. Oh, okay, see?
Sam called for a timeout.
No, he didn't call for a timeout. He's just saying, I'm going to sit out.
Well, I mean, that's basically a timeout.
That is not. He didn't say quit. He didn't say, hold on, stop the match.
I never said he said quit.
He didn't say stop the match. He just said that I'm going to rest.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That doesn't mean that there's a timeout. It just means that he himself is removing himself from the factor so far. But
I guess Double D doesn't adhere to these particular rules. And what is D trying to do?
Well, they call that a roll-up.
Well, that's not what they call that. That's an exercise in futility is what that is.
Well, that's called blocking.
Oh!
And that was called a sit.
Yeah, and thankfully he didn't stay. Or maybe he should have. He might have gotten the pin. D with a double chop to the abs of Sam Stackhouse.
Yeah, he's trying to get...
Is he really good? No. You're going to throw your back out, D.
No, he can do it. He can do it.
No, he can't.
He can, though.
He really can't.
Have you never seen this man lift in the gym?
There's a difference between what he between lifting dead weight and well, I've seen Sam Stackhouse lift there.
Well, congratulations. I'm glad you saw Sam.
And now, shove it off. Stackhouse, who falls all the way out and lands unceremoniously on the outside.
Well, once again, that brings us back to just Fuego and D. Yeah, see, they really should learn. Chant for D. And now Fuego, he's measuring Sam. I thought he was looking at
he's waiting
D.
for Sam to get up on his feet. That's an odd move, but
really?
Again, Fuego.
It's the second time he's tried this.
Okay, and I hate to be in alignment with you, but
wait.
Well, that was smart. Okay, this Unfortunately, this is probably the best offensive maneuver that you're going to get in on Sam Stackhouse if you're El Fuego.
Well, exactly, but we see that the best offensive strategy for D was to just bide his time and wait, because Fuego made another mistake there, trying to go up to the top while D was watching him.
D now hooking the leg, gonna bring Fuego back in.
Fisherman style.
And drops Fuego down, hooks that leg, referee in position, and only good for 2.
Somewhere down the line, I think we're going to have to prove between these two individuals who the better athlete is between these two. That can be something that we see in the future.
Well, we've seen Double D obviously engage in several long, protracted feuds about who's better. We saw the whole feud between him and Luke Langley.
What a
that was those matches. Some of those were some of the top matches in WFC last year. And I think you could have an equal series of matches here between D and El Fuego. Yeah, absolutely, their styles mesh very nicely, as Fuego used as a battering ram of sorts to knock Sam off the edge of the ring, but not able to catch the pin on it.
Well, let's not forget, too, Double D, who had an outstanding 2018 here in WFC. Even though he was robbed of the Ryder Herring Memorial Cup Tournament, still a great showing and a great outing there. Picked up several victories over JD and Luke Langley last year. I'm telling you, 2019, you're going to see so much more from Mr. Abtacular himself.
D now picking up Fuego. Good. Oh, gut buster. Right down across those abs.
That can do it right now. There's a 2.
And again, only 2, and the frustration beginning to mount from Double D.
I don't think he's done yet. This is not over. Since Fuego decided he wanted to kick out and prolong his punishment, D will be much pleased to oblige.
Sam Stackhouse, meanwhile, on the outside, seems to be nursing his right shoulder.
And look at that abdominal stretch there.
Oh, here, yep.
Now
sit down.
Hold on now. Let me explain what this is showing a purpose of. You see, Double D, he actually is an advocate of having people better up their abs. So right now what he's doing is putting tension, especially, there you go. He's got the fingers driven down into that abdominal area, and what that is doing is causing tension, flexing those abs of Fuego del Sol, and one day soon, Fuego will have an 8-pack of abs just like Double D.
Well, I mean, he can have all the 8-packs he wants, but if he isn't able to counter those kicks.
Oh, wow.
And those drop kicks like that, I don't really see the abs doing too much to help Double D right now. Fuego with a running collision there. And another one. Oh, dropping D repeatedly. Swing and a miss there by Fuego, but Fuego up and over.
Reverses it.
And brings him down from behind. Fuego hooks the leg. 1, 2, and only 2.
Double D still have the fight in him. Oh, and look at who's finally back in.
Sam slowly trying to make his way back in the ring. Catches Fuego, but Fuego.
Oh, Lord! Oh, man, he just planted Sam.
Tilt-a-whirl into a DDT.
Now, this is part of the mistake. He should have capitalized on that right there.
That maybe a very good point there. It's possible that Fuego missed an opportunity to try and pin Sam Stackhouse, instead going back to work on Double D.
That would have been the match, I believe, if Fuego would have capitalized on that. But no, he turned his attention back to D.
We can see here from our vantage point, it's not on the monitor, that Sam is rolled over onto his stomach, so it's possible that Fuego would have had to exert, there's that word again, exert a lot of effort to roll Sam over onto his back to try for that pinfall. And Sam now. Sam finding energy from the WFC faithful. Sam back on his feet. And this may mark a bad scenario for both Fuego and D, as they've got to topple this giant once again.
Oh, but they're not going to do it
that way.
No, they are not. A double clothesline, and now another one to Fuego. Now one for D.
Sam Stackhouse fighting both of these men, just clearing house with simple clotheslines. A big boot knocks D down.
Well, according to Sam, as it says on the back of his shirt there, size matters.
And this may be the proving point of why that shirt says that.
And now we see Sam focusing on D. I don't understand why these people are wanting to focus on D so much. He's just trying to help everybody become better with their bodies. Sam rattled, however, and Fuego taking advantage of the opportunity.
Oh, Black Hole Sam! Black Hole Sam, that's it right there. Sam with the cover, 1, 2, and D.
Pulling Sam off legitimately.
Saving the match, because that would have been 3 right there.
But he literally pulled Sam from the pinfall attempt, and now D having control of Sam here.
He's trying to bend him over for the defacer. I don't think it was possible for D to put Sam in that position.
Man.
But Sam putting D in a bad position. And somehow El Fuego at the last moment breaking up that pin and keeping the match alive.
This could be anybody's ball game right now as Fuego's trying to look for encouragement from the WFC faithful. He may not get it when it comes between him and Sam. Stackhouse has been a mainstay here in WFC for years. Former Hometown Heroes champion, tag team champion. And so, oh wow,
oh my
Lord! He planted Sam with a reverse Frankensteiner.
And again, D, the only thing to keep this match going as D hoists Fuego up.
Could be another gutbuster. No, just plants him down.
Hooks the leg.
1, 2.
Is there enough there? Sam
wow.
somehow still in.
Somehow, some way, but barely, Sam was able to muster up enough to push Double D off of the cover.
All 3 men down.
Well, I know right now that there are many people in the audience whose eyes are sparkling bright with just the fortitude of Double D still in this matchup.
Well, if they're supporting Double D, I think they'll also be supporting Fuego and Sam as Sam collides with Fuego. One corner to the other corner. Oh, one corner too many. Then Fuego with a kick straight to the side of the head.
Fuego's just way too fast for Sam. And now we see Fuego go to the top. He's done multiple maneuvers from the top rope, looking to go again.
But D shoves Fuego off the top all the way down.
Yeah, D saying this is my match. And now look at D. Perching himself up there, could be looking for something big.
While D jaws with the fans, Sam quick to pick up D, hoist him on the back. Is he going to fall away here?
Oh, look at that, just a break into the eyes.
Right into the eyes. And now a low blow. Again, no disqualifications in this.
Yeah, you can't say.
And look at this.
He's setting him up.
Trying to put him in the position. D-facer.
I'll count it down, ref. Here it is. There's the 1, 2, ball game.
Double D.
And who was not out here for him, huh? Who was not out here for him, Burnham? Say it. Say it. Say it.
Erica was not present at ringside.
So you're telling me that Double D, with all of your bantering earlier, saying that he couldn't do it without Queen Erica, and what did he do? He just picked up the win in a highly contested triple threat match. Have to finally admit it, don't you? Double D is everything that he ever said he was, just like I've been telling him and everybody else out there. Double D is all that.
Double D was
fabulous.
One time without Erica.
What are you talking about? First of all, he still low blowed the man, which is cheating in any other match. But this time, when Erica wasn't out here, he found a way. No, that means this one was the exception, and Burnham's always right.
You know, it's a little early to put in the Wrestler of the Year, but I have a feeling I know who the lead candidate is right now. We'll just make a quick little note of that. Thank you very much, El Fuego del Sol, who calls it quite clearly the way that it absolutely is. Fans, we want to
Hold on, stop right now. First and foremost, there's no DQ in a triple threat match that even you said.
I did say that, yes.
So, there was no cheating involved. Erica was not present anywhere around here. And still, Double D hit the defacer on Sam Stackhouse.
That was amazing. I will not deny that.
And there was a 1, there was a 2, and there was a 3. And that referee raised the hand of Double D. Thereby, your winner was Double D, and your losers were Sam Stackhouse and Fuego del Sol. So I don't understand why he thought grabbing my mic was going to do any good.
Okay, let's set that for the side because I want to bring to our fans' attention our next live event, live streamed out to all of you, is going to be on July 13th, the Fight for Jericho, when we have the Freedom Rumble live on Twitch. Well, hold on, something going back here.
Yeah, hold on.
Maddox Jones and Stephen Cruze, and
this is a
here we
long-standing
go.
feud
Yeah,
that
this
took place.
This carries over from last month in Canadian Oklahoma. When,
even before then.
Well, true. But last month we saw a six-man match of this. Let's go to top.
This is a tag team match and scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring first, accompanied to the ring this evening by the natural born villain, Tim Rockwell. They are the team of the Showcase, Alex Royal and Reed. Together, they are the Villains.
Alex Royal and Reed, the other two-thirds of the in-ring active villains. I am intrigued by the absence of one John Cross tonight, but in his stead will be the natural-born villain Tim Rockwell at ringside alongside the rest of the villains. And as I said, this issue, obviously, we thought it culminated last month with a big six-man tag team match in which Stryker was revealed to be the surprise partner of Cruze and Maddox. Stryker rejoining the active opportunities in WFC, at least when he so wishes to do so. But
yeah,
tonight,
just like earlier when you were criticizing Richard Pierce for coming back, Stryker can do it at any point in time, and it's fairly acceptable.
At no point was Stryker banned from competing in ring competition.
What do you mean he wasn't banned from in-ring competition?
No, he wasn't.
I distinctly remember a time where he was not allowed to compete or even appear in WFC.
Stephen Cruze sporting new ring gear here as he has come prepared for war against the villains.
Well, he still has his own personal issues with the villains. Once again, that stemmed for months when he was kicked out of the villains.
Unceremoniously dumped from the villains. They blamed everything that was going wrong basically on him and told him time to go, and didn't really give him an opportunity to leave under his own power like they did with Wesley Crane.
Wrong. They did offer them. They offered them both. Crane took the smart decision and walked himself. And then it was Cruze who thought that I shouldn't be blamed for anything. So, of course, he was going to get exited out. And he had to do it by force.
And making his way to the ring now is his tag team partner. He hails from the Killbane, Oklahoma, and is accompanied to the ring this evening by WFC Director of Wrestling Operations, Striker. This is Weight Check
Oh, and all else fails, bring Daddy out here with you. Maddox Jones, ever since detaching himself from Stevie Caballero.
He didn't detach himself. He had his back turned on him by
He did not have his back turned on him.
Stevie Caballero walked away. Stevie Caballero threw Maddox Jones to the wolves. And the wolves,
no. Maddox Jones
you
failed
weren't even
Stevie.
here, Travis.
I saw the video footage. I don't need to be here to watch footage. And what I saw was that it was Maddox Jones who failed Stevie Caballero. So Caballero did the only thing that was appropriate, and that was kick Jones to the curb for not holding up his end of the agreement. But again, when you're all down in the slump and you go and fall flat on your face and fail at life like Maddox Jones has.
To wrestling for the villain.
You call on Daddy.
Last time we were in this building, you two had something in common, and that was a beatdown by the villains, like it's going to happen tonight. But before you two get into it, March 9th, live from Tahlequah, Oklahoma. You and I have a 10-man tag match, Team Striker versus Team. Oh man, amazing Rockwell. Now earlier there were some technical difficulties, and we announced who was on our teams. So I'm going to let you know right now, my first two picks on Team Rockwell. Now this is a hard choice, but it was Reed Royal. Welcome to Team Rockwell, boys.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, shocker of the night. Let's see who the #1 pick for Team Striker shall be.
Just real quick. Cruze and Maddox Jones. Dang, I'm good.
Hey, you are absolutely incorrect.
Oh!
My #1 member will be none other than Sam Stackhouse. My #2 member of Team Striker will be none other than Tommy Dean. And let's just go ahead and throw you another bone, Mr. Rockwell. Since you like this other member so well, I'm going to go ahead and throw #3 at you. None other than the Bishop. Bishop Nasty.
All right. I just got off the phone with #3 for me, and he promised he would be here after I gave him a little insider. And our third member, Riker. Oh, he'll be there.
Okay. That's our 3. Let's. But I've got something else right now to interest you and your boys a little bit right now. You know, I'm all about being fair. I'm all about do the right thing for everybody here.
Holy crap, y'all have matching boots. Y'all are a tag team. Oh my God.
Hey, it is true. It starts from the ground up, and there they go. Right? But back to what I was saying. Pulled a few strings. I have the ability to do that. Villains, Cruze, Jones. Whoever wins this match tonight will go on March 9th to my 4-way tag team championship match. You walk away a winner tonight, you're automatically entered into that match March 9th.
Did you just not hear me put them on Team Rockwell? Really? So you're going to make them work double on March 9th? You cool with it? Cool?
You got a problem with that yourself?
No, but I'm not going to tell you who my 4th member is yet.
Fair enough.
Ah, what the hell? It's Kurt Cannon! You'll see. Be there in Tahlequah, March 9th. You'll see exactly who he is. And you won't have to, who?
Kurt Cannon. He's a pretty vicious guy. He's pretty mean. He's built kind of like a bear, maybe.
Oh, no.
emotions right now.
I'm in there. And then you be with too, right? I'll be there.
Oh, there's some massive revelations right there as we have, I guess, 4 members of each of Team Rockwell and Team Stryker for this big 10-man tag team match on March 9th in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. But tonight, just 2-on-2. Although, again, the stipulations here, whichever team wins will earn a slot in a fatal 4-way match for the WFC Tag Team Championships.
Looking at pulling double duty there is villains Reed and Royal.
Double duty where?
Next month in March 9th.
We don't know that.
I'm
They haven't
very
won the match.
confident
They
in
haven't
that.
won the match here yet.
I'm very confident in that.
Well, all right.
Yeah, Maddox Jones doing some juking and jiving here, and he really should just pay attention to the match and just wrestle instead because he couldn't make it as a dancer anywhere.
Well, tagged there by Cruze. As Cruze brings himself into the match. Of course, Stephen Cruze, former WFC Tag Team Champion himself when he was part of the Villains.
And he's looking at trying to get back some type of glory in that instance.
Cruze very, very familiar, I'm sure, with the abilities of Reed and the showcase Alex Royal.
Well, Reed definitely has had an outstanding career thus far. Debuting last year, becoming a full-fledged member of the Villains, has been quite impressive at times in his outings here in WFC.
Another tag there by Maddox Jones as the team of Cruze and Jones, who yet to have an actual tag team name, showing great continuity, and the same actually has not been able to be said yet for the Villains.
Well, and I don't even think it's necessarily that there needs to be a team name. I don't think Cruze really cares whether or not this is a team that is going to go forward or not. He's mainly here just so that he can extract his revenge on the Villains.
Well, Stephen Cruze, certainly a man who is not exactly a wide variety of emotions. In fact, if you pick up the latest WFC magazine, you'll see the poster in the middle of it showing the many varied emotions of Stephen Cruze, and they all look exactly the same.
Well, right now he's showcasing the emotion of happiness.
Yes, I can tell.
Yeah.
Or is it angst? I'm not sure.
I think it's actually ecstatic.
No, that was Skylar Faden in an earlier version. Anyway, Alex Royal now tagged in, and Royal going straight to work on Maddox Jones.
And here you talk about a man who had a successful 2018.
Yeah, it's hard to argue the success of the showcase Alex Royal, Oklafan.com Wrestler of the Year, Most Hated Wrestler of the Year.
2-time HTH champion in 2018.
Most Improved Wrestler of the Year as well. I mean, the accolades all over the wall of Alex Royal. If you don't believe him, ask him. He will be glad to show you the pictures himself.
He's just exactly what he says he is. He's a showcase of talent. He is the showcase in WFC. And Reed, who has been sitting under the villain learning tree, namely under Alex Royal, and that's some great tutelage to go with it because Alex Royal, who was trained by John Cross, utilizing the things that Cross taught him, he's passing along to Reed, which Reed has been showcasing quite well. Yep. Look at these shots here. 3 straight knee shots to the back and then a reverse DDT.
Reed was the front runner and, of course, the eventual winner of the Fresh Face of the Year award for Oklafan.com. There was no one ever in a position to truly challenge him as far as the votes went. People may not like his attitude and his associations, but they cannot deny his success and achievements for his rookie year.
I'm telling you, expect big things from Reed in the nearby future.
And right now, Maddox Jones is looking for some great things, but he has really been on the receiving end of a back rake there as the showcase just licks his fingers from that.
From that back rake, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And we see Royal now just wrenching away there. Cruze trying to motivate Jones over to the corner. Seems to be working a little bit.
Jones off the rope.
Oh, but only for a small amount of time.
Straight into a boot there by the showcase.
Some call that a bicycle kick or a pump kick. Either way, it was effective, and down goes Cruze in the corner.
Well, Royal dominating things inside the ring, now going to the outside of the ring.
Hard side kick right there from Royal.
And Stryker can only look on.
Yeah, look at him, gonna go over and mentor his little boy. Saying it, probably telling him that it's time to go nighty-night, just like when you were a little boy and I had to tuck you in late at night and tell you monsters weren't real. And then somehow, some way, he became a rapper.
You know, speaking of monsters, we saw earlier Stevie Caballero searching around the various rooms here in Locust Grove, looking for what he said was a monster. What do you think? What do you think he's trying to do there? Who do you think he's on the search for there?
You know, your guess would be as good as mine at this point. Stevie Caballero just been looking for a new opportunity ever since he was robbed of his opportunity because of Maddox Jones. I'm sure Stevie will find success with somebody here very, very soon as Reed comes back in to keep delivering the attack that Alex Royal was continuing, that Reed started just a few minutes ago. Great tag team continuity between Reed and Royal.
And Reed trying to direct or misdirect the referee while he carries out more punishment in the corner on Jones.
Well, trust me, that ain't too hard to do with this official. Hard forearm shots now, and in comes Royal again. And you got to remember, Alex Royal is a former tag team champion in his own right, back in his STF days.
STF regarded as one of the greatest tag teams to ever come out of WFC. To rise again in such a short time to that greatness, but right now, Royal in great pain from taking that suplex. And look at Reed sweeping the legs of Steven Cruze and dropping Cruze right on the knee.
I don't know what you saw there. I saw Cruze trip and fall. But what I do also see right now is Jones back into the villain side of the ring. Hard European uppercut shots. As Royal brings him back to the center. Now look at this, just trying to trade punches. But Jones trying to show a little bit of fight here.
Well, Jones succeeding as he takes the showcase down.
That's just for a short amount of time.
But Jones needs to get to his corner and make that tag.
Yeah, he does.
Cruze there, Cruze ready, but Jones recognizing that the showcase still on his feet.
That's a discus punch that sent Royal all the way to the outside.
Shades of the Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich, and there's the tag. Here comes Cruze, here comes Reed, and the Zodiac Killer on a mission.
Well, there was no tag in by Reed. Reed was just coming in to run interference. Alex Royal still the legal man. See, that's what the referee's telling him, is that Reed's not the legal man.
Well, no.
Oh, not only that, he didn't see the tag.
Are you kidding me?
Well, I mean, the referee can't call what he can't see. You know, Cruze needs to stop complaining and get out of the ring.
All Jones has to do here is get in, and he should have just gotten in and immediately turned over and tagged Cruze. Why did he charge all the way across the ring? No, super kick by Royal.
Well, I guess that goes to show why Stevie dropped Jones in the first place. He's not the sharpest tool nor the brightest crown in the box. Oh, look at that, mimicking Cruze there.
And now Royal colliding with Reed. There's the tag. This time the ref sees it. And here comes Steven Cruze.
Cruze has been waiting for this.
Spine buster by Cruze.
Delayed spine buster there, showcasing his strength.
Big body slam by Cruze.
This is not what the villains need. Well, that was uncalled for. Wait, what is this?
Oh, I see. This is going to be unpleasant.
No!
Well, the one thing I can say is that's not the first time that Reed's face has been in that particular area.
No, it's definitely head-to-head combat right there. That's illegal in some sports.
And again, Reed finds himself in what really is familiar territory. That's what I hear. I'm just saying what I hear.
What do you mean that's
what's Tim Rockwell doing in there? And why's he got brass knucks?
Well, why's Stryker in there?
Swinging on this. Or a block, and Stryker's there to cut off Tim Rockwell and put him down, which is just what he did.
That's not what he should be focusing on.
And from behind, Reed on Cruze.
Oh, and Reed tried for the stroke. Oh, and a spear, a ripcord spear.
And it's going to be Cruze and Maddox going on to the tag team championship match. Well, I guess you don't have to worry about your boys doing double duty, because it's going to be Steven Cruze and Maddox Jones in one of the 4 slots for the WFC Tag Team Championships. Oh, and hang on, let me check here. I believe that means that Steven Cruze and Maddox Jones are the winners, which makes Alex Royal and Reed what?
The villains.
No, what else are they?
They are the villains.
No, what else are they in the match? If Cruze and Jones
in the match
are the winners,
right now, they're on the outside.
If Cruze and Jones are the winners, then that means the villains are what?
Still in charge of WFC.
I knew it. Can't bring yourself to admit this either.
I mean, even a sun can shine on a dog's behind on a good day.
Still,
the winners of this matchup is Maddox Jones and Steven Cruze.
That's right.
Congratulations.
And therefore, the other part, the villains are...
What?
Here, I'll say it for you. The villains are the losers.
Oh, so you finally can say the word? You couldn't say it earlier. I'm surprised. Did you have a stuttering problem or something?
I'm just calling what I see right there.
Well, I mean, it took you almost all show, but I'm glad you could finally realize what that word is.
Fans, we've had an amazing first half of the WFC product here, the fight for Gabby. We are not done yet. We're going to take a little break here for about 15 or 20 minutes, and when we come back, you're going to see women's competition as Queen Erica takes on Skylar Slice. And then that massive main event, the Who's Your Daddy match, as it'll be Paul Puertorico challenging to reclaim the WFC championship.
And his son.
From the magnificent Malico. Whichever person admits that the other person, the opponent, is the true father of Arrow Kid, that's going to be the winner. I've never seen this type of match before in WFC. You're going to be the first to see it just like us. Fans, we're going to step away, like I said, 15 or 20 minutes. When we return, that action still to come. Join us back here, please.
Now, Berm, I know you're happy.
Well, why wouldn't I be? Skylar Slice back here in WFC.
Well, she's taking on the rightful queen of WFC.
Well, those two are no strangers to each other. Skylar Slice, the leader of the Pepper Pack, as she is officially endorsed and sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
Seriously?
Seriously.
I'm going to have to talk to her then.
And she does have Diet Dr. Pepper available, too.
That's bad for you. But you know what's not bad for you is the appearance of this woman.
Now, Erica was kind enough to step aside, allow Double D to handle his affairs on his own.
Yes. Hush. Yes. Yeah. You see, you need to talk about her.
I'm sorry, I had my headphones on. I couldn't hear a single thing
Okay,
she
well,
said.
here, I'll tell you what she told you. You worship the ground that she walks on. You insult her every single time you get an opportunity to do so, but yet this woman is dominant in everything that she does.
Skylar Slice is dominant. That is dominant Skylar Slice.
Stop interrupting me. That is like the 5th time tonight, and it's getting a little annoying because right now you're looking at the real dominance of WFC. She is your queen and mine. She has competed in MMA and professional wrestling successfully, held multiple championships all across the state and this great nation. I'm telling you that you will one day bow down to the queen rightfully, as you should already be doing so. But instead, you throw insults and ridicules her way as if she's done something to get on your bad side when she's done nothing except support her man and her own endeavors. And look at Double D coming out here and supporting her as well.
And that was exactly the point I was getting to. Double D came out alone during his match and was victorious. And you were a big proponent of this. And he could do it on his own.
Yes.
So why then does Erica need to have Double D here against Skylar Slice?
She doesn't need him here. She wants him here.
Then maybe Double D should go to the back, just like Erica was in the back.
Now, if Erica wants him here, why should he have to go to the back? I am so wondering why you're so a proponent against true love like this. You see it all the time with these two, and it really should warm your heart, but I feel like you're filled with nothing but disdain.
Well, you've really just nailed the issue on the head right there. Yeah.
That you disdain your queen? I will let her know that you are nothing but a truant and a tyrant that wants to try to overthrow her.
I don't want her position. I don't want to be in a relationship with Double D.
No, you want to take away her rightful crown.
See, baby. No, right there, sir.
Absolutely erroneous.
Again, I don't think that word means what you think it means.
Erroneous on your front.
Well, Erica immediately in the war of words with Skylar Slice.
Well, as you said, these two are no strangers to each other.
No, not at all. In fact, I was just making an appearance last night on the What Can You Offer podcast, and we all agreed, Alex Royal and John Cross and I all agreed that these two women basically are the top 2 women in this particular region. And you can make arguments at any time as to which one's number 1 and which one is number 2, or as we said last night, 1 and 1A, because they're that close together.
Well, I know Skylar's had a long layoff. She was taking care of a family at that time. She's now back here in WFC. While Erica has been honing her craft during her time away, that's Skylar Slice's time away, and I would feel that Erica has surpassed Skylar.
Well, as you said, Erica competing not only in professional wrestling but also in mixed martial arts. And really, Erica has really ramped up her participation in the MMA matches, taking quite a few almost on not exactly no notice, but very short notice.
That's what they call it, is short notice.
Yeah, in order to go off and compete in this particular region, in order to gain some experience there.
And Erica still.
Look at that. Erica not able to overpower Skylar Slice.
Oh, good Lord.
Yep.
Well, Skylar definitely has not misstepped anywhere. Or I should say she hasn't lost a step.
No, not at all. She parades around the ring with the rightful queen before jumping her overhead. A fall-away slam style maneuver.
You finally admitted it. I am so happy and thrilled.
Oh, look at that clothesline. Off with your head, Queen Erica.
I'll start. Don't be a serpent to this now. Like I said earlier, even a sunshine can shine on a dog's backside every once in a while.
And look at Double D showing all the concern and...
well, you were complaining earlier about it being out
Look what Double D's really doing. Look at what Double D was looking right there. Grabbing a hold of the foot
no,
of Skylar.
he helped her. She was going to trip.
Helped her?
Yes.
She was standing strapped.
I saw her lose her balance and Double D quit. He braced her fall. Oh, not that one, though.
No.
And Erica's, double foot stomp to the back. Goes right into the cover there.
And gets, I think, a 1 count out of that. And now Erica, oh, look at that. She almost went to that amateur background that she had as she was going for a referee's position, a neutral position in an amateur style there with the rear waist lock. But instead moves up to to neutralize the arm, tying the arm up and keeping the head locked as well.
Well, she's trying to utilize that headlock more, but look at that. Instead of worrying too much about it, she doesn't try to overexert herself. She just takes Skylar Slice's face and plants it in the canvas.
Vance, he got it right. Exert. He got it right. I'm so proud. Erica on the back of Skylar, who rams Erica into the turnbuckles. And then just a vicious elbow to the side of the head of the rightful queen.
I'm more proud of the fact that you acknowledge your queen.
I just call her that because it is.
That's her name.
No, her name is Erica.
No, it's Queen Erica.
Does it literally say Queen as her first name on her birth certificate?
It said Queen Erica right there on that Tron. I know that.
No.
I'm sorry, even Stevie Wonder could see that.
And the power of dominant Skylar Slice.
No. The smarts of Erica coming into play. And look at the takeover.
Yeah, standing Hurricane Rana.
And now Erica charging in with double knees to the chest. Erica dragging her now back to the middle of the ring.
At Erica, those strikes, those kicks.
She utilizes those kicks and those Muay Thai knees in MMA quite well, utilizing them to her advantage here tonight. Oh, and a nice side kick to the jaw.
Erica ducks underneath the clothesline, and a single boot right up, and that's a good reach on Erica's part.
There's a 2.
But that's as far as it got before Skylar was able to kick out.
That's Beal in the ring, right?
Who?
That's Jesse Beal, our referee, right?
Jesse Beeler, yes.
Well, I'm surprised that he hasn't counted 3 like he should have by this point. I guess I'm going to have to address it with Queen Erica that he also is committing a crime against his queen.
So basically, everybody who does not automatically give Erica every advantage that she maybe doesn't deserve is committing treason and is a tyrant and a challenger.
Yes.
And I'm running out of words here. Okay.
Yes, to all. You're in that same group.
I'm proud to be a part of it.
You shouldn't be.
Oh, but right now, Skylar back on the offensive.
And now Irish whipped from corner to corner as an elbow gets planted on the chin of Skylar.
Blocked that forearm. German suplex, released German suplex by Skylar Slice.
Threw her from one side to the other.
She did. And the look on Double D's face right there says everything. Is D up on the ring apron.
Oh yeah, showing off the abs.
Yeah, I don't think Skylar is particularly interested in Double D's abs.
Oh no, look at that. See? He knew better. Oh no.
Sit down, hooks the leg. And 3. So again, Travis, I have to point out, Skylar Slice, as you heard Tuck say, your winner, which means Erica is
not the winner tonight. But that's just tonight.
Just tonight.
Just tonight.
Okay.
She is a winner in every other circle. Congrats to you, Skylar. Welcome back. This is your day in the sun. And now look at that. The king consoling his queen.
Consoling? It looks like he's berating her.
No, he's not berating her. He understands that this meant so much to her. He's not berating her. Why would he do that?
Because he's a self-obsessed.
You know what? You need to hush right now. Because Double D has something important to say. Your king is about to speak. And I'm sure the queen will have something to say as well.
All right. That is it. I am sick and tired of each and every time I come out here and show you my beautiful body.
and show your true colors and boo me. What you all should do right now is show Erica and I the respect we deserve.
Yes.
And I think that's being done.
That is not being done. There's one guy right there who's smart enough to know it.
I've been on the hottest streak in WFC in recent history, and I feel like every time I turn around, whether it's you, whether it's the ones in the back, Erica and I are constantly getting disrespected. We deserve so much more. Every time I come here, I give you the gift of double D. I give you the fantastic one.
Exactly.
I give you the core that makes you want more. I give you Mr. Abs himself. You should all be on your knees, celebrating the excellence that is the definition of definition double D.
You hear him, bro?
I don't think
you
he's
hear
getting
him?
his message
Hush
across.
up.
It's funny to boo me. You think it's funny to call me double dork? Well, I'm gonna tell you this. How about this? How about this? You want to disrespect me? I'm gonna disrespect all of you. You already do. What I'm gonna do is I am not going to leave this ring until somebody comes out here, gives me the respect I deserve, and in my opinion, and I know all of you, even though you're afraid to say it, agree too, in my opinion,
Talking to you.
that should be with a WFC championship match.
Are you what has he done?
I agree. Yes. He said it. He's been on the hottest streak of anybody in WFC in recent history.
But you don't hold a show hostage to demand a title shot.
Well, sometimes you got to take matters.
Would make all of you more happy than seeing the definition of definition double D as your WFC champion.
Yes. He deserves it. These people still ain't getting it.
Oh, you can go ahead and chant. I can sit out here and be pretty all night. I got a million poses. I can just sit here all night and show you how beautiful my abs are, if that's what you want.
I mean, if that's what people are gonna have to see instead of a WFC title. Oh, great! Look what we get now.
He is the one guy that can grant Double D his wish.
Haven't we seen enough of him already?
I never see enough of this guy.
Really? I'm gonna remember that later on.
You know, I'm getting sick and tired of you, the villains, everybody else wanting to push my buttons tonight. You want to come out here and cry and whine like the double dork that you are?
Cry and whine, he won earlier.
You want to sit down in my ring and hold my show up? No, better yet, you want to hold up Gabby's show tonight? Then let me say this one thing. This next man that walks those curtains, you pin him, you've got your championship match.
That's all I need. That's all I need.
If you lose, you're out of my company for good.
Oh, wow!
What?
I didn't say nothing about that. I'm owed a WFC championship match. You can't be talking about firing me.
Exactly.
You win, you got your championship match. You lose, you're fired.
Well, now it's time to put up or shut up. And look who's coming. Look at this. A man who drove Double D to the very edges, who pushed him all the way every single time they faced each other.
Making his way to the ring now is his opponent, representing his employer, Black Diamond Industries, is the Smokehead. He's Luke Langley.
Well, this is not fair. This is not fair.
Oh, this is very fair.
No, it is not. Double D has already competed once. Luke Langley, this would be his very first match of the night.
I'm sorry, weren't you the one singing the praises of Double D earlier?
Absolutely.
Weren't you the one who says that he can do anything and everything?
He can do anything and everything.
Well, then he can very easily come in here and beat Luke Langley, can't he?
No, this is not
No?
fair. No, this isn't fair the way this is set up. Stryker, once again, is emanating his power for no reason except to be selfish. He has a beef with Double D because he can't be Double D.
So Stryker is selfish, yet it was Double D holding the show hostage.
He was
but Stryker's selfish.
No,
okay.
no, he earned his chance. He doesn't have to do this. He shouldn't have to at all.
Well, all I can say is Stryker says you're wrong and he's in charge. So and I think the WFC faithful understand that if Erica is allowed to stay out here, she's probably going to do something to cost this match and to preserve her man's position here in WFC. It's not going to be like it was earlier in the triple threat.
This is just wrong. It's wrong on so many levels.
Yes, it was wrong that Double D tried to hold the show hostage. It's wrong that he treated the Stryker the way that he did. It's wrong that we had to look at Double D for such a long time.
It's wrong that Stryker treated Double D the way he did just now. Scheduling an impromptu match after Double D has already competed once.
If Double D is going to be a champion like he says that he's going to be, he should be ready at any given time.
He was ready for his WFC title shot that he already has rightfully earned. It's not fair.
Sounds like you think you can't win. Well, the bells rings.
It's not fair.
And we're underway. And Double D over praying in the corner, saying, where can I find the strength? Where can I find the opportunity? Where can I find what it takes in order to get past Luke Langley one more time?
It's absolutely ridiculous that we're here talking about this.
Oh, big chop there by Langley. And one to the abs. 3 upstairs and 1 down. And D over to consort with his consort. See what I did there? That was good. No, and downstairs again. Fans, I wish the camera could actually get over here on Travis because he is sulking like a 5-year-old. Langley with the head rammed into the corner. Langley taking a Double D on a tour of the ring. Next stop, corner number 3. And to complete the full tour. Oh, well, D blocks that one. Langley blocked that one as well. Well, it was a little delayed trip, but D still managed to make it the final stop.
It's just absolutely wrong. It's absolutely wrong.
Absolutely wrong. Okay, yeah, I hear what you're doing there. Langley now going for the ripcord. Oh, D breaks that and then immediately to the outside.
He shouldn't have to be competing twice in one night. He's already rightfully earned a WFC title shot with a victory over 2 other WFC competitors in a triple threat earlier. He's been on an amazing roll since coming to WFC last year. And Striker rewards him by saying, oh, no, you still don't have a title shot like you've already earned. Now you got to go through this hurdle too. Once again, it's an abuse of power. And sooner or later, something's got to be done about this power trip Striker's been on. I've been trying to tell him.
Langley in hot pursuit of Double D.
Get back in. Get back in.
He got in. He got out. Double D connects again with the mat. And now Langley with the forearm. Langley with a shoulder block to the midsection. Langley elevating D up and over and down.
Those abs should not be going through all this.
Langley off the ropes through. Suicide dive.
You are a bad man. You're just doing the bidding of Striker.
No, he's doing the bidding of Black Diamond Industries. That's who employs him.
Oh, is Striker happen to be the president of that?
No.
Oh, because he's certainly serving that purpose.
Well, I mean, they are a mercenary group, so.
I just proves my point even further. Thank you so much for doing so.
Langley now to the top, and what is Erica doing up there now? Again.
Oh, running knee. And Langley falls right in. And now D, yes, taking advantage right into the cover here. 2.
And D now going to lock Langley down with the rear chin lock, taking him all the way down there.
And that's applied perfectly. It's right underneath the jaw of Langley now, just sucking the oxygen away from Luke Langley now.
Langley in the corner, but nobody home. D now charging in. Met with a...
Oh, he got hit with a drop kick is what he got met with.
D from behind takes out the legs from underneath Langley. And now Heyman's neckbreaker from the second rope.
Beautifully done, and now just dragging him right there, dragging him to the center, and goes right into the cover, just like a #1 contender should do.
But he's not able to pick up the pinfall. And his career remains on the line.
And that's what makes this even worse, is that Striker is putting Double D's career on the line.
Well, you know, if Double D hadn't thrown the tantrum and decided to hold the show hostage.
No, this is not about no tantrum.
This
has nothing to do with a tantrum. This is, again, an ego-driven power trip on the part of Striker. Throwing in a man, putting his career on the line, that was not agreed with. Double D did not agree to these terms. Striker abusing his power and saying, you either win or go home. Literally. He's taking a man's job away, potentially. That is unfair. That is unjust. Double D didn't do anything. Anything. He's trying to deny the fact that Double D, the king of WFC, doesn't deserve a WFC title shot.
I like how Erica comes over and yells at me, and that never gives me a chance to actually respond.
Because you have nothing to respond with. You try to say ridiculous things.
Yeah, like the fact that you literally just said that Double D doesn't do anything.
No, he didn't do anything wrong.
No, you just said Double D doesn't do anything.
He didn't do anything wrong. You're right. He put Langley down again. Now this has got to be it. There's the two.
But it's not.
Referee, I swear.
I don't have charge of these things.
Shut up, Burnham.
Stay over there.
You need to shut your mouth when you're talking to your queen unless you're praising her.
She acts like I'm in charge of things.
You act like you are, saying that this is you do though.
No,
you're just as power hungry and ego driven as Striker is in this.
All I'm here to do is call the action.
Well, you certainly can't do that very well. I have to carry this load every single time. If I wasn't here with you, this announce booth would crumble. Who are you going to ask? Tuck Gabby in to come over here and take a spot?
Well, actually, Jordan Fox did a pretty good job in your absence, a few months ago, right here in Locust Grove.
There ain't nobody that's better than me, and there is nobody that deserves a title shot more than Double D.
Oh, but I'm the ego-driven one. Okay, so
no, I'm speaking facts.
Double D from behind, up, down, and D now being turned into a swinging neck breaker.
Langley showing why he's not a #1 contender, not following up when he had a chance. Could have won this match by now. But that's okay because that means we still have the career of Double D intact. And this would be such
Langley just looking for his opportunity.
This would be
With
such a
ripcord
detriment.
Right here. Goes for the knee lift, nobody home. Langley, though, up and over, lands on the ring apron, blocks one shot, kick to the outside of the head. Langley to the upstairs.
Now, D, you need to move now.
Big elbow down. This is it right
no,
here.
it's not. Kick out. Kick out, D.
Still only 2.
Whew.
Queen Erica literally about to tear her hair out.
Well, I don't understand why you're so happy about this. We're we're potentially losing a great prospect here in WFC. One of the hottest commodities on the indie scene, and you're happy that he may not be here next time. Who are you? What kind of man are you?
Big knee shot there by Langley, and look at Erica again. Erica,
look at Erica what?
Grabbing the leg of Langley
I didn't
from
see
behind.
it on the monitor.
German suplex by D.
I saw that German suplex on the monitor, followed by a running knee. There you go, following up.
Hooks the leg.
That's it. This is over.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
You tell him. You tell him how to do the job
You
right.
can argue with him all you want to, but his word is the final one, and he said it was a 2 count.
Matches like this, they don't do good for my health. A man's career is at stake here.
D's trying to set Langley for the defacer. He pulled it off against Sam Stackhouse earlier, but he was not able to connect it with Luke Langley as the ripcord pulled. Oh, D avoids the hyper beam.
Oh, yes, here we go. Let's do it now.
Nope, not quite yet. Jumping in Seguri. Langley going to pull D maybe into his, no, he's going to pick him up.
Oh,
D
look,
over.
D, get him.
D straightened the position
Take
for
him out.
the defacer.
Take him out.
Tried for it, but D blocked by Langley, who drops him straight down.
No.
Hooks the leg. 1, 2.
No.
Hey,
Oh, man.
And if anybody in the back can hear me, we're going to need some nitroglycerin pills for Travis before this match is over.
I don't take pills. I know you like narcotics. I'm not. Thank you.
Ripcord once again. D grabs the leg to block the knee.
Perfect
Hooks
timing.
him there. Cradle suplex. Nope. D blocks that, or Langley blocks that. Twists it around. Pulls D in. D stucks underneath.
Yes.
Sets him once again for the
Oh, come
defacer.
on. Hit this.
Langley slides underneath. Victory roll style. Can't hold the leg.
Oh, no. What is this?
Inverted.
No.
Inverted Texas cloverleaf.
No, don't tap. Do not tap, D.
Submission
Do not tap.
move.
Do not tap. That's right, he said no.
And now Langley dropped down and grapevine the legs.
No.
Repeated blows to the back of the head.
Erica, do something.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
You've got to get rid of her.
You don't have to do anything except show your respect.
Yes, get rid of her. Well,
Hey,
Langley,
keep your hands off her.
Langley grabbing Erica.
Keep your hands off her.
And D from behind.
Yes, the roll-up.
Schoolboy, get on the rope.
Yes.
Come on, Ref.
Yes.
Go.
Yes.
Go.
And the right prevails. The right prevails. Oh, that was one of the scariest matches that I've ever had to call and be witness to here at WFC. Yes. Burnham, you better say it. She told you to say it.
I don't care what she said.
Oh, okay, then I'll say it for you.
Feel free.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner in this very unfair but hard-fought contest is your new #1 contender for the WFC Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the definition of definition. That right there is Double D, your new #1 contender. How do you feel about it, Burnham?
I feel like once again we've been robbed of an opportunity. I think once again Double D has managed to slide and slither his way into a victory that is completely undeserved. And I think that March 9th, when Double D faces either Paul Puertorico or Malico, whichever one it's going to be, that
I'm so
it's
so
totally,
happy.
You want to talk about undeserved? You want to talk about abuse of power?
Whew. Oh, hold on.
Can you believe this? Can you believe this?
Oh my. Okay. As I'm regaining my composure here.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to see that something's about to happen.
Yeah,
here.
just in time for the main event too. Ladies and gentlemen, the first ever Who Is Your Daddy matchup for the WFC Championship. And the man who wins this will go on to face Double D next month for the WFC Championship. I'm talking about the current and defending champion, the maniacal Malico, going one-on-one with the man who thinks he's from outer space, from a no-existent planet called Puertorico. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Puertorico, and he has the chance to lose everything here tonight.
This is Paul Puertorico's rematch for the WFC Championship. He lost it last month. We're going to go, I think, right now to a series of clips here as we see exactly how deeply personal this has gotten between Puertorico and Malico. It was Malico stealing Aeronaut, abducting him.
I don't see an abduction there. I see him walking hand in hand
Yeah,
with his father.
Really, I shouldn't even question this by now. And there you see the jackhammer on the part of Malico, which brings the WFC Championship to Malico last month in Canadian Oklahoma. At that point, Paul Puertorico lost everything. He lost his son. He lost his championship.
And that was all his own doing. It was Paul Puertorico who took his focus off the main task at hand, which was regaining the WFC title, which could have brought back his son.
Tonight's main event, just a quick note about the stipulation for this contest. The main event this evening will be for the WFC Championship and is a Who's Your Daddy match. This contest can only be won when one combatant admits his opponent is Arrow Kid's true father.
I've never heard of a match with this type of a stipulation before.
It's a first time for everything.
It really is, yeah.
Now make their way to the ring.
Well, we're going to start off with the challenger.
And the story here tonight is, can Puertorico keep himself emotionally in check as he comes out wearing a fake title from a fake planet that he fakely won, representing a group of idiots who think they're from some non-existent planet called Planet Puertorico.
They're not all from Planet Puertorico. They're just all from other places.
Oh, you know, that's right. They're not all
Gemini's
from
Planet
Puertorico.
9.
No, he's not.
I swear, we just had this argument earlier.
Yeah, and you know what? You continue to play into some stupid illusion that these guys are from some non-existent planets. They're just as gullible as the rest of these morons here.
Paul Puertorico seems focused. He seems prepared. But I'm sure at the back of his mind, it is worrying him desperately, knowing that if he is not victorious tonight,
he better get all that out of his
he's
head.
going to have to go all the way to the bottom of the ladder, work his way back up to regain not just the championship, but also his son.
Oh, and look who's here.
Yeah, in full Malico makeup. fans, the imagery does not do this justice.
I've never seen Arrow Kid look so happy. He looks right at home with his true father, the one who has been nurturing him, the one who is teaching him the ways of the world, the maniacal world, the magnificent world.
Well, you see it your way, and I look at it and I can't help but see child abuse.
And how do you see that? I don't see him being hurt in any way.
No, there's more. Just physical isn't the only way that you can be abused. There's mental.
I mean, all I'm seeing is a child who felt he was mistreated by a man who claimed to be his father, but brainwashed him into thinking that he was from some obscure planet. And all we can see now is a man who brought him back to reality and showed him a new way of the world. And it's the same man who is also your reigning and defending WFC heavyweight champion. And look at that, calling Arrow Kid in to the ring right now.
Yeah, that's just got to send all kinds of horrible feelings through Puertorico. Puertorico desperate to get his child back there.
The following contest is your main event for the evening. It is for the WFC Championship. Introducing first the challenger. He hails from Plymouth, Puerto Rico, representing the Space Age Heroes. He is the extraterrestrial Puertorico. And introducing now his opponent. He is accompanied this evening by the misled Hero Kid. He hails from the misled. He is your reigning and defending WFC champion. He is the maleficent, the malignant, the magnificent Malico.
He forgot mischievous, he forgot maniacal, he forgot so many other words to describe the current WFC
sure,
champion.
if he were to put out every single adjective that begins with an M, we'd be here all night.
They would all be extremely appropriate, though, for Malico.
Okay, fans, once again, this match, extremely special rules. No pinfalls, no submissions. The only way to win is to force your opponent to admit that you are the true father of Arrow Kid.
Oh, and Puertorico, this is what I'm talking about. He's not keeping his emotions in check.
Well, you see referee Jesse Buehler with the microphone in hand. That's just what he's there to do, is to, when called for, put the microphone in the face of one of the opponents and ask him, do you admit that your opponent is the true father of Arrow Kid?
You know that's going to have to bother Puertorico at some point when he has to admit that. When he finally has to admit that Malico is the one true father and the one true leader over Arrow Kid.
And I think Puertorico will go to his dying breath before he's willing to admit that Malico is truly Arrow Kid's father. I've known Puertorico, and Puertorico is one of the few people in this business that actually precedes me. He was in this business a few months before I started coming around. And of all the people that I've known, all the wrestlers that I've known, Puertorico stands up there, one of the top 2 or 3 people who are one of the best parents I've ever known, who are also a professional wrestler. He loves his children.
Really?
And he cannot stand to see what Malico has done to Arrow Kid here.
Well, except that his son is right there, supposedly.
Well, right now, there's a face-to-face going on between Arrow Kid and Puertorico as Arrow Kid holds up the WFC championship.
And yeah, look at him just showcasing that championship.
Well, I'm looking at what Malico's grabbed, which looks to be like, I guess, a kendo stick.
That is exactly what it is.
Of Paul Puertorico. Again, no disqualifications, no countouts. The only thing the referee is here to do is look for that admission
It's almost a version of an I Quit match, so to speak.
Yeah. Up, there we go. Paul Puertorico swearing that he's Arrow Kid's dad, and he's right.
Really? Because right now he's getting a kendo stick straight to the back. Multiple shots delivered from the malicious Malico.
Malico now grabbing Puertorico and throwing him back in the ring.
I have a feeling that this matchup is only going to get worse before it gets any kind of better or arrives to its tumultuous conclusion.
Well, once again,
good Lord.
Frightening as it is, I will 100% agree with you on that.
I think it's a record. You have agreed with me at least 5 times.
Yeah, I think. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to go get some sort of a shot for that. But Malico utilizing that kendo stick both traditionally and non-traditionally as he now goes to stretch back and apply pressure to the spine.
Once again, the mic right there.
Yep. You can clearly hear Puertorico saying, "I'm his father."
God, it just spare us the time and spare yourself the pain.
Malico taking Puertorico over and around on a tour of the universe, if you will.
Oh, yeah, did they make a stop in Puertorico, too?
Well, I'm going to stop in the mat right there.
Yeah, face first into that mat.
Yeah. Puertorico completely dazed.
He's been dominated for actually all of this matchup.
Well, Puertorico now looking under the ring as well, trying to find something. As he's got Shirley. Puertorico has Shirley. Tim Rockwell went to Puertorico and said no matter what our differences were in the past, no matter what it was over the WFC Championship, what Malico did was wrong, and I'm giving you Shirley to bring Arrow Kid home. And I don't think Malico realizes. Yeah, cookie sheet. You want a cookie sheet against the tire iron? That's what you're going to get.
Oh, a variation of a DDT with the crowbar. And as you were saying, Tim Rockwell.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, no.
Look at this. You want to get vicious? You want to get personal? Now let's reach back. Now let's pry open that mouth.
Oh,
now let's hear what Malico has to say now.
Well, he can't say anything. Something's in his mouth. Yeah, he can't talk with the thing in his mouth, Paul.
I think I heard him.
No, you didn't hear
I don't know. Well, again,
something was in his mouth.
Obviously, Jesse Beeler could not hear it. That's again the real authority here. So Puertorico.
An Arrow Kid over there, we can see on our monitor here, is just continuing to watch over in concern over his father, Malico. Oh, and a nice variation of a backbreaker there. I remember that back has already taken abuse from the kendo stick shots.
As well as the knees to the spine, stretching it out. And now Malico once again grabbing the cookie sheet, positioning it between the first and second turnbuckles, trying to do so.
There he's got it set up perfect now. And I can only imagine what kind of malicious maneuver Malico has in mind. Oh, that's going to do it right there. Just simply throwing the head right into the cookie sheet. I think those fans got a front row ticket to some cookie sheet action.
Yeah, they did. And Malico now putting his foot on the back. The back of the head of Paul Puertorico. Puertorico trying to fight back here now.
Yeah, trying to fight back here.
No, big clothesline knocks down the challenger.
And that simply halted any kind of momentum that Puertorico was trying to gain. Malico once again firmly in control of this matchup as he has been for the majority of it. Somewhere I think David Arquette may be watching with a huge smile on his face there. And a float over suplex. Now
here we go, three amigos from Puerto Rico. That was two. But Malico reverses. Jackhammer! That won him the title. That won him the title, but again, no pinfalls. Malico can't go for the pin here.
But he can still take abuse from Malico.
And Puerto Rico, again, refusing to say that Malico is Aero Kid's dad.
It's only a matter of time at this point. Malico knows it. I know it. I know you deep down know it.
Oh, what's Malico now? He's got a roll of tape?
That's exactly what that looks like, is a roll of tape.
Well, what's he going to do with that?
I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. When I develop that skill, I'll let you know. But right now, all I can see is a knee draped across the back, which has Puerto Rico's neck draped across a middle rope, and kicking it for good measure straight into that throat. Look at Malico. Look at the kid. Look at Aero Kid.
Yeah, Malico allowing Puerto Rico to roll all the way over towards his child. And Aero Kid
is not his child.
Well, Aero Kid making no recognition, making no movements towards Paul Puerto Rico to show the relationship.
No, that's the wrong thing to say right now. Eventually, this abuse will have to take its toll on Puerto Rico. Now Malico now reaching for that tape.
Grabbing the tape.
Oh, there's a good shot from good measure there. Yeah, I don't know if you want to talk bad like that with Malico right now, as he is trying to work over this tape here that he has brought. And look at that, Malico just draping Puerto Rico right in front of his son.
And you can see Puerto Rico reaching out for Aero Kid. Aero Kid just shaking his head, but Malico now has the tape stretched out. What? And he's put it back in his mouth. But what?
I mean, I
don't know. Yeah, your guess here.
Oh, okay. I see.
Oh, now he's binding Puerto Rico's hands together.
That tape looks like it came straight from the Planet Puerto Rico Dollar Tree store. I hear they also take American currency over on Planet Puerto Rico. Do you know any of that?
I wouldn't see why not.
I wouldn't either, considering it's a place that doesn't exist. Oh, and now, listen. Well, I've seen variations of this very situation before in different types of I Quit matches where it has not been to the favor of the one who's got their hands wrapped or tied up. And this is not good for Puerto Rico at all.
Yeah, Puerto Rico now going to basically be unable to fight back against any type of offense and really not maybe even be able to protect himself as Malico drags Puerto Rico over. Once again, calling for the microphone.
Now listen to that. Listen to Malico. Listen to the son of Malico, I should say. Puerto Rico just needs to come to grips with the situation at hand. And he's got him beat mind-wise. He's got him beat mentally.
Malico now once again going underneath the ring. And way under the ring to try and find some. Nice, he's just completely disappeared at this point.
You want to go look for him?
No, never mind. He's reappeared once again with the cookie sheet.
Yeah, well, that cookie sheet is about to get reintroduced to Puertorico's skull, I'm sure.
Well, Puertorico first slammed up against the retaining barrier.
And remember, Puertorico's hands are still tied. I can hear him just crying right now.
Yeah, but I can hear him say, "I'm his daddy."
Yeah, but
All Puertorico insists that the truth be known that he's Aero Kid's father.
But he's starting to not believe that himself. That's why he's starting to become so emotional. He's had his own son look him square in the eye and told Malico to destroy him.
I'm his dad.
I can hear one of the fans here in WFC said exactly what I was about to say. Took the words right out of my mouth. Paul just needs to admit that Aero Kid is Malico's son, and all this pain and misery, it ends. It ceases to exist anymore.
This pain and misery might, but a much greater pain and misery of losing Aero Kid to Malico forever.
Oh, look at these repeated headbutts. Malico knocking himself silly if there's any kind of sense there to be knocked.
I don't know that.
I wouldn't be laughing if I were you. He could hear this. You don't want to deal with him as much as probably I don't, but I respect what this man does.
Downstairs, Puertorico, hands bound and all, utilizing his head. Repeated headshots to the back of Malico's neck.
Yep.
Now trying to pick up the cookie sheet as best he can. Oh, straight to the face! And now Puertorico trying to bite off the tape that's binding his wrists.
He's trying and he's having success with it.
And the WFC faithful wanting to ask Malico, but I think Malico's out cold.
That's what I'm saying. You can't talk if you're out. Yeah, you didn't think that ahead, did you? You can't win the match. The man's knocked out. You know, if he was smart, he would actually just step on the tape and then just wound his wrists. He's out. You can't ask a man who's unconscious something. He can't respond.
Well, Puertorico in a real quandary now. Oh, he's got some water. They're trying to wake Malico up this way. Oh, I thought he was going to spit on him. All right. Now ask him. Well, I don't really know that Malico realizes what's going on right now, but he still said that he's Aero Kid's dad.
Well, he is Aero Kid's father.
DDT. And we might be back to square one again.
Yeah, you hear that?
Yeah?
He said, "I'm his daddy" again. Malico just rubbing salt on the wound, saying, "I'm your daddy, Puertorico."
You know, I really think that Puertorico is going to have to go. No, big senton in the corner. I really think that Puertorico may have to go and compete at this in Malico's level. I think he might have to get ultraviolet, if you will.
Oh, well, that's definitely a good start.
Puertorico still off the second rope.
Second leg drop. Puertorico, this is not going to help you any.
Big splash from the top.
It's not going to do him any good. This is what I'm talking about. Puertorico not keeping his emotions in line. Just letting his anger get the best of him. Burnham, I think it's the first time I've ever heard you speechless.
I'm watching this and I'm
choked up.
I'm seeing Puertorico. I'm seeing Puertorico throw almost everything that he has against Malico. Now, Puertorico going for the kendo stick. This may be the turning point that Puertorico has needed.
Oh, wow. Look at that. He's bit the kendo stick.
He
broke it.
He broke the kendo stick. He shattered it.
And still
won't give it.
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing that Puertorico can do.
I think he sees what he can do.
Well, he can't knock him out. If he knocks him out, he can't say anything.
He can't knock him out, and he can't put that in the mouth in order to stretch it. But I'm pretty sure there's some other really violent things that Puertorico can do. No!
Oh, and that looked to be a low blow shot. And now Malico has him perched up on his shoulder and plants him down with that backbreaker. We've seen him utilize that before.
Both these men, just so much abuse that they have suffered at each other's hands. Malico barely able to assume a sitting position, now back up to a vertical base. Paul still down, about to be pulled up.
WFC faithful still trying to get behind Paul here.
What is Malico now twisting Puertorico's body around?
It's like a variation of an arm wrench there. I think he has like a key lock. Well, I don't think that's what you want to say right now.
That's not really the question, but
he still won't admit it either. It's just angering Malico.
But it also allowed Puertorico to break the hold. Puertorico now, vertical suplex, corner to corner. Gonna go one more time to the three amigos.
Tres amigos on the way.
That's two.
Dos.
They pull off number three. There he is. And Puertorico saying he's going to hit the moonsault.
Yeah, straight from planet Puertorico, right? That non-existent planet.
What's Arrow Kid doing now? What's Arrow Kid doing now?
What do you mean, what's Arrow Kid doing now?
He's in the ring. He's got the championship belt. What's he doing there? Oh, downstairs.
I mean, Paul just needs to admit it. Even his own son looking at him in the face and saying, "You're not my father. You're not my daddy." He straight up asked him, "Are you with me?" And Arrow Kid shook his head no.
And now, Arrow Kid.
Listen, hold on.
No! Return favor.
Payback right there.
Well, now we're down to an even keel here.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the referee could be in there asking either one of them.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Come on.
Well, do we really need to ask the question now?
Well, yes, the match is still going. I mean, it's great. This feel-good moment is fine.
And now, Puertorico taking Malico down. Rings of Saturn. And Arrow Kid with the assist. There it is. There it is. The question is put out there, and the question was answered. Who is Arrow Kid's daddy? The answer, Paul Puertorico. We all knew that to begin with, but it was 100% made official in the ring. Thanks in part to an assist by Arrow Kid himself. And what's Tim Rockwell? Rockwell, oh, okay, just grabbing Shirley, all right. Rockwell taking care of Shirley, and now
he's just borrowing it.
Elijah Sparks out to and Space Age Heroes back in full force.
Well, it was not for a lack of effort on Malico's part. Malico definitely took the fight to Puertorico.
Malico put every bit he could mentally and physically into this match. But when it came down to the final moments, Arrow Kid understood who his real father was. He made it clear in that ring. And when his father was in need, Arrow Kid right there to help out with the assist. Your winner, new WFC champion, Paul Puertorico.
Well, you know what that means then. Next month,
Paul Puertorico versus Double D. Next month in Tahlequah. That's going to be an amazing match as well. Fans, we thank you for tuning into this very special broadcast live on Facebook. And we want to make sure you're there in Tahlequah, Oklahoma at the Cherokee Community Center in Tahlequah, Oklahoma on March 9th for our next big WFC event. Until then, for Travis Falhart, I'm CM Burnham. Thank you for tuning in, and so long from the Sooner State.